Okay. We're here, switching the camera over, and we're officially live for the game stream. Wait for the chat to build up. Welcome in. You're watching the football game with me. This is a new thing I'm trying to do. It's not going to be as podcasty. I got people here that I have to support emotionally and talk to. So in between Larry being on TikTok, I might say something off camera every now and again. But I'm here with you guys. We're watching the game. Looks like Kansas City's going to really fucking take this one. They're having a real easy time moving the ball. Cincinnati's moving the ball, but it's hard for them. We'll wait for James Bailey. Maybe we'll have some chat action here. I got the Google Trends up though, don't worry. We're going to be looking at the trends.
He was targeted 12 times and caught 11 of them. They're not going to let him
see how long YouTube allows this stream to happen, because I am essentially showing a copyrighted football game live on YouTube, but you know, that's what makes this show so punk rock. I don't think I'll put this one up as a podcast either. I think this is just going to be something for us on YouTube, just me and you. Me and James Bailey having a conver-fucking-sation.
holds him to one. Mike Dana also.
Talk a lot of NFL news. Bears got their new offensive coordinator, Getsy. What a Chicago name, too. Hey, Getsy.
Pushes it outside, but really Bolton with that punch, he's so strong for.
I feel weird. I'm wearing my Bears jersey, but I wore this on the last podcast. I really feel homeless. Look at that guy. A lot of people in the crowd in Kansas City that look like they build choppers for a living.
3rd and 6. Pass.
Oof. See, that's rough. We got some Matt Nagy throwing the ball before the hash mark shit going on. You're really seeing the Cincinnati offensive line here. Super trash. Okay, the jiggling of the ice brought to you by Starbucks here. I mean, I guess in the morning. Woke up like an hour ago. You got to give me a break here.
Down, I can throw out there, but somebody else rolls back to that position, but he's going to be double teamed. That's why you got to go ahead and throw back shoulders to him if you're going to throw it.
See if I can change the chat. Live. There we go. Hell yeah.
And the timing was off.
Let's give old Bailey a message here. Be like, come on, dude. Can't play that, definitely. Very popular Snoop Dogg song right there. Snoop Dogg will get me. We can get some commercial topics in here. We got, go through the Google Trends here during the commercials. Ooh, Mason Greenwood got arrested. That is a soccer player right there. Suspicion of probably drunk driving. Let's see what they call. Ooh, rape and assault. I really undersold that there, didn't I? I'm just like, I probably got a DUI. No, he's out there raping. He's only 20? What a little young shit. Manchester United's Mason Greenwood has been arrested on suspicion of rape and assault. United have announced that Greenwood will not play or train while police and the club work to establish. Well, I think they didn't have to announce that. That's how soccer is. Of just, like, something serious and real happened, and they're like, well, he won't be training with the team. You can fucking hopefully. Greater Manchester police were made aware earlier today of online social media images and videos posted by a young woman reporting incidents of physical violence. That's not good. Man, Manchester United can't catch a break. Why is Emily in Paris number 2? Oh, and Tom Brady liked Emily in Paris. See, that's what happens when Tom Brady retires. We start making fun of him for liking TV shows. Don't worry, he'll vote for Trump in 2022. We'll have fuel, or 2024. You'll have fuel in 2 years. Howard Hessman died. Big for me. I don't know if people know this, but the intro song to the podcast, the whole like That whole TV changing and even the song a little bit at the end, that is a 100% copy of WKRP in Cincinnati's intro. Bailey's here. Oh yeah, he says it's Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning was making fun of Tom Brady for like an Emily in Paris. Tom Brady, or Peyton, what is he like on fucking Netflix? I'm into that murder shows. Peyton Manning loves the murder. But yeah, Dr. Johnny Fever's dead. Bailey, you ever watch fucking WKRP in Cincinnati or what? It's an old show. I don't even think they show it on like Nick at Night. We didn't even get a lot of love from Nick at Night. You had to surf those random cable channels at 2 in the morning. WKRP in Cincinnati was butted right up against Wings for a little bit there.
Haven't been stopped the first 2 times, and they hand it off.
And they hand it off. Really just prepping for the big game. The big game is the 3:30 Rams game. Home game for the Rams. It's going to be those 49er fans. They were talking about like bombarding the stadium and we're going to take over and buy all these leftover tickets. I don't think you want to be in a stadium with Rams fans because they are the worst. They're, you know, they have the vibe of people that all just got accepted into a gang. They thrust hump in your face unwillingly. Ooh, we got our first bomb down the field here, letting it roll. Oh, he could have caught that. Hardiman could have caught that just to be a fucking hot dog.
Offside. Defense number 90. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, second down.
No negative plays in the game, no sacks, no turnovers.
What is there a new we don't go to the games? Yeah, we don't go to the games here. You watch the game with me. You don't have to go to the game when you got this show.
At some point.
It really is unfair to have Patrick Mahomes at times. Like you see, he just moved. It's like the league is paying people like, you know, he's the future. Just let him look good on the field. Out here looking, he's like, I was watching the Royal Rumble last night and I laughed because they got Carmella and she just says, I'm out here looking beautiful. That's Patrick Mahomes. He's just out there fucking running cheat codes on motherfuckers.
With Bart Starr, who had 6 championship games. Montana had 13.
Man, I do not want to know Patrick Mahomes' politics. He is so good that you hate him, and you don't want to hate him. He sounds like Kermit the Frog. He's a very gentle boy.
You want to go ahead and get to the right play here. They love
He's the John Cena of football. That is absolutely true. You can't see him. Fucking Kelsey too. Kelsey or Kittle? They're probably 1 and 2. There's only 2 good tight ends in the NFL. Like, I feel like everybody saw how tall Gronk and like George Kittle and Kelsey was, and they're like, oh, we just need to have 7-foot tight ends. But they're really the only 2 good ones. Dallas Goedert had like a year or 2. Who was the other Philly tight end who was hot for a while? I think he got traded to Philly or to Arizona. He was hot for a while. The Bears had that one fucker from Philadelphia that caught the flea flicker pass. Trey Burton. He was like 7'5". Even the Bears right now, yeah, Mark Andrews is good. Mandrews, again, 7'2". You just get these 7-foot lurch white guys to jump up. And that's really the key now. When I was playing flag football as a kid, my best friend was the wide receiver, Zach Ertz, husband of Julie Ertz. He had a couple years. Zach Ertz was up there with Kittle and Kelsey for a year or 2 of like, maybe he's the next one, but he wasn't.
Teams have had some success.
Honey Badger's back.
Uh-oh.
That shows our age. Is a viral video from our time is like a low-key nickname for a player. Like, people probably know him as Honey Badger. They don't know the Honey Badger. Yeah, and Rob Gronk, of course. And then Aaron Hernandez, rest in peace. He was one of the elite. I always like to say that, Aaron Hernandez was actually a better football player.
Or they'll throw it underneath and just hand the ball off. That's what they do. Blair already with 24 yards on the ground. This drive.
Kansas City has like 19 running backs. Didn't they have Le'Veon Bell earlier in the year? What happened to Le'Veon Bell? Did they just get rid of him? He became shit so quick. So quick.
A good start for the Bengals makes it more difficult for Kansas City to stay patient here, but they're going to...
He was an elite killer, Aaron Hernandez. One of my favorite things is during the Aaron Hernandez documentary, when Tebow was on the Broncos and they played the Patriots in the playoffs, and Tom Brady walks to midfield and goes to Tim Tebow and he goes, "Man, I'm trying to look out for your boy Aaron, but he is a lot." It was just like, yeah, he's out dropping hard F-bombs. Not the fuck, the gay slur F-bombs in the locker room. I guess he called people the F word a lot in New England.
Take the ball out of his hands. He holds on. He's within a yard of another first. Be 3rd and 1 coming up.
Yeah.
Mahomes going to scan the field. Drop 8 guys. Go right. Nope. Come left. And then come right back. See how when he decides to come over.
I feel like Tony Romo became bad at his job. People were like real excited about him. And now he's just the butt of all sorts of Twitter jokes. Joe Burrow with the nice fade on the side there.
In the backfield.
If anything, we could congratulate Joe Burrow on that. He faded his sideburns very well into the side of his head. He looks good for this. Look at that. Dude, it's over. It's about to be 21-3. Not looking good, but they got here. I feel like this is the Bengals Super Bowl. You know, even though they're competitors, they have to be realistic, right? What else happened here in the world? Yeah, there was an earthquake out here on the West Coast this morning. I slept through it. Larry was on the turtlet, didn't feel it. So we got Boston, half the earth shook this morning, the other half is covered in snow. Real good things happening on Earth.
Chiefs 3 for 3 down the field.
God damn.
Mahomes, this was so...
They're fucking mushing the Bengals' face in their own urine right now. Really treating the Bengals like some unhousebroken cats right now.
He's going to get back out here, but look at him inside. His body weight and momentum is open.
Yeah.
He's throwing across
Yeah,
the
this is
middle.
good for the Bengals.
And he just...
This is an eye-opening experience for them. This is like when, like, someone who's a shit face because they've never gotten into a fight, and then fucking Ralphie comes up and just fucking Scott Farkases him, and you're just like, no, he needs this. They need to get punched in the jaw here. Realize that they should have drafted Penei Sewell. Even though they wouldn't have had Jamar Chase. That ended up being a pretty hot pick. I feel like Jamar Chase, even though people are like creaming their jeans over him, I think they should be creaming. There should be more cream in the jeans. He's a very good football player.
You really could be doing more for this city.
Ooh, new Batman trailer. Hitting all sorts of...
Philanthropy, but as far as I can tell, you're not.
Did you see that they said that his Bruce Wayne is based on Kurt Cobain? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool and kind of lame. Be interesting to see how that plays out. Does that mean he's gonna like write songs? Is he in a band?
Really?
This Batman thing is really cutting into my band.
Way. Tickets on sale February 10th.
I need a bass player.
What if you could use retirement accounts to...
All right. What are these real-time... Let's go with the sports trends because we are... Obviously, the NFL. Men's team. Oh, yeah, they're playing Canada. They're fucking losing to Canada right now. For World Cup qualifying. I think we're in, though. Soccer gets no love. Not on TV. Lakers, Hawks. Oh, the Josh McDaniels becoming the Raiders coach, huh? Who, yeah, does Bruce Wayne do heroin? He's got a heroin problem in this. You know, Kurt Cobain wouldn't quit heroin because he had a weird scoliosis thing. Like he had a pinched nerve in his back that always gave him a stomach ache. So he would say, like, heroin is the only thing that makes me feel better. Why would you make me quit doing this? Which is pretty punk rock. Even more punk rock because he didn't die of heroin, so you can't be like, oh, well, you're stupid. But, you know, who knows? He could have been like my Uncle Manny, just the oldest heroin addict of all time. That's what my mom says. My mom says the ones who die of drug overdoses are the ones who quit because they end up starting again and your body readjusts. Like it doesn't have the same tolerance. So people quit for 3 years, and then they try and do the same amount that they did before they quit, and it kills them. But my Uncle Manny, he's been tooting heroin for like 47 years, living strong. I mean, his liver is probably floating at this point, but he's alive, you know?
March 4th, rated PG-13. And by Pepsi.
But yeah, Kurt Cobain, very in love with heroin, was mad when people wanted him to quit. And apparently he told people that he had quit several times in his life, that quitting heroin was the easiest thing he's ever done.
Well, Nixon, Burrow, and the Bengals so far in this game have managed 82 yards of offense as Mahomes has thrown for 3 touchdowns.
Oof, that's bad. That's low for Burrow, and that's low for Mahomes. Mahomes, see, by the score and the amount of touchdowns, he should have 400 yards, which means the Bengals are giving him shit field position. It's these touchbacks, man. I think we need to reverse this touchback rule. Because I know they changed it because people were getting like fucking Goldberg speared on every kickoff. But now you're just everybody's getting the ball at the 40 goddamn yard line. Just get rid of the kickoff. You know, I like kickers and they should be in the game, but why do we need a kickoff? Just put the ball at the goddamn 25-yard line for everybody.
And you can be way more aggressive, Ward, with your hands at the line of scrimmage. Spagnuolo, unbelievable.
Steve Spagnuolo, what a name. I always forget about him. He looks rough. He looks the same but rough. They showed a picture of him earlier in the game, and I've never seen a man who looks exactly the same as 07 but rough.
Zach Taylor, third-year coach.
He's got that like D coordinator grimace to him, where like it just looks like his hips are in a lock at all times. They're always real wide hipped and bent down. D coordinators are grumpy.
Double him every single down, right? So you stack, release him.
See, with these, you got to start fucking blowing the top off of this game here. You're down 21-3, boys. Ooh, bang that.
Yards, that's all.
So McDaniels, Raiders head coach. I feel like that might go better the second time around. I forget, that's another age mark. I forget that in my head, Josh McDaniels was just the Denver Broncos head coach, but that was fucking 2008. God damn, that was a long time ago. But proof that you could flop as a head coach, go back to the job that made you successful in the first place and kind of recharge.
Talk about bull rushing and
Man.
he did it in the run game there, Clark.
This would be a pretty sweet epic comeback though, but it really doesn't seem in the works. Usually when you have teams down like this and they come back, it means that they got down 21-3 through some sort of situational mishap. But this is just out and out being out fucking played.
Down the middle, pulled down. Catches made
There you
by
go.
Higgins.
Another first down.
His first.
I really like
This is where it gets tedious as a fan though, because they are moving the ball. Like Cincinnati's not moving the ball. So you get teased because they'll get to the ball probably to the 10 or 15 yard line, go for a field goal, probably miss it. Those red zone misses really do kill you as a fan.
to win this game. He's got to have the big game.
Had an 1,100-yard season. 74 catches. That was a big 8-yard completion.
You're not a kid. This was about to get away. Right there, punting that away.
Burrow again.
Threw it at the ground. He looks furious. Joe Burrow looks so mad. He's playing with a bunch of dorks right now. He realizes everyone on my team are a bunch of fucking nerds. They drafted nerds.
Run, and he gives up a wide open area.
Look at that.
And if Burrow actually would have...
That was like when you're playing backyard football and the only good football player on the block is playing with everybody and he's just like, fuck this, I'm going home. You guys are dorks.
Coming after Burrow here, Jim. You got
Burrow's the only man on this team. Everyone else on this team thinks wrestling is still real.
one. Up top.
That was Thornhill. He's coming.
Look at that bunch up. Like even the offensive line didn't stay in a line. They all like, that was the most chaotic blocking scheme I've ever seen in my life. It feels like that's how bad their offensive line is. The offensive line coach is like, just bunch up around him.
Burrow is really advanced, I really feel like, for a second-year player to get a will-free
It's all about that line play. That's that fucking football minutia that See, that's like eye rolly, but it is kind of true. It's all, everything happens in the trenches. That's where the CTE and the key action happens in the game. Oh yeah, his O-line's terrible. I mean, they're responsible for one of the most horrific knee injuries of all time last year. People forget about that because of how well he bounced back, but Joe Burrow's leg essentially got ripped off last year.
That's the right play. I mean,
I think that's literally true for Teddy Bridgewater. When Bridgewater broke his leg, I think it was a complete, like, disconnection of his knee from his leg. Like, they said he was hours from having to have his leg amputated. Like, the report, like, essentially said his skin was holding his leg on. Like, that's how bad of a knee dislocation he had. Fuck dislocating shit. I almost would rather snap the bone. Dislocating just seems so clean. Like, with a broken bone, you need surgery to fix that. Dislocations, they just, like, pop it back in. Bailey, did you see Phoenix dislocate his elbow on AEW TV? Switching to some wrestling here for the commercials. That I didn't see it, but it was gross. Oh yeah, the tight end on the Bears. Yeah, Miller. I didn't see that. Anytime I was tempted to go back and look, like even the Phoenix arm injury, yeah, that was kind of the same thing that happened. Miller, Zach Miller, I think was his name. Yeah, that was pretty rough. Yeah, the same thing that happened to Bridgewater, I think happened to him. It was pretty gruesome. Bears have had a couple people have some pretty rough leg ankle breaks. Oh yeah, Phoenix went through the table, and someone said it perfectly. Like, you know, this part of your arm that you can't lick, his arm dislocated in a way to where this part of his knuckle touched that part of the arm. Like, it completely, but it wasn't broke. It was just dislocated. So he's only going to be out for like 4 months. But to me, that would be way more horrifying to have just like a perfect dislocation. Ugh. Fuck breaking a bone. Fuck breaking a bone. Fuck getting stabbed. Fuck stubbing your toe. Those are the 3 most painful things on earth right there. Paper cuts.
Cincinnati's only touchdown in their divisional playoff win last week in Tennessee.
This is when you know you're hard up for like content, when they're just like, in a historic game last week. Nick Cannon apparently having a baby. 8th time. That's up there with Antonio Cromartie. He's putting up Cromartie numbers at this point.
Top-rated sportsbook app that matters.
Giving the Baseball Hall of Fame some love here. Oh yeah, no, that's the Negro League Hall of Fame. That's in KC.
Kansas City. That's so many attractions, parks.
KC does not have so many attractions. What are you doing lying to people? We were in the city. We asked someone what's the most exciting thing to do. They said go to a Chiefs game. That's all they got.
A 2-minute warning with a first down. Cincinnati trying to do something offensively before the half.
Oof. Getting swallowed up. This D is swallowing them up. Patrick Mahomes is chilling, probably chewed on a little ecstasy. Fucking get rolling at halftime. Have a real fun-loving time in the second half. Man. Why do they got him just standing out in the cold? Do they not have the desk set up? They got all the the halftime people just chilling out there.
The Verizon halftime report. The team's good to have them in position. They'll have a lot of takes themselves on this first half of action at the AFC Championship. 2nd and 12.
Yeah, it's boring in KC. I want to go to the fucking Kansas side just to see what they got going on there. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Now they're in the game, baby. Perrine, that fucker saved me in fantasy. This backup running back here, Samaje Perrine, or what? Let me learn his name.
First time they played in week 17, and then the big play to Chase brought him back in that game. Big play touchdowns. No one's better than the Bengals, Jim. They're first in the NFL.
That's not true. You can't say no one's better than the Bengals. They're down 21-3. Several teams are better than the Bengals. They were a complete shock this year. Got some 2015 Cubs shit happening here. 7 plays, 70 yards. One of them was 65 yards.
Gets it through.
Plus, I would enjoy a nice, heartbreaking home loss for the Chiefs because they had the Super Bowl, but that wasn't a home game. Like they were barely. That was a Tampa home game. They need to see close up their fucking precious team get shot in the face. Ooh, what do we got going on here?
Jack Reacher, turn it on.
Oh, we got a new Jack Reacher. Tom Cruise is not Jack Reacher anymore. This is huge news. Why'd they morph him into such a big, bulky guy?
Good thing I'm doing the asking.
Watch Reacher, February 4th.
Does Scientology not have a deal with Amazon? Could they not get Cruise? Is that Pink? Is Pink in this commercial? Wow. Random Rakuten ad. I only know them as the kit sponsor for Barcelona. Let's see what we got here and some more trending searches. More World Cup stuff. A lot of World Cup stuff happening today. You fired up for the World Cup, Bailey, or what? I have to wait 30 seconds because I'm behind. That's the only thing that throws me off whenever I ask a question. I have to wait for the answer. Let's see what this earthquake. So the earthquake was in San Diego, right? So it must have been big if people felt it here. Ooh. Shake their little conservative asses up there. 4.1 earthquake strikes near Palomar Observatory. It's interesting how all these earthquakes happen right by the observatories. Just start creating conspiracies. Earthquakes are a example of DERPA. They're thrusting drills into the ground. I'm pumped for the World Cup because I think the U.S. Number one, this is like an interesting political World Cup because it was a big issue a couple of years ago, but this World Cup was essentially built by slave labor. Like Qatar got these construction workers to build these stadiums, and when they got there, they were just like, oh yeah, by the way, you can't go back to your families until you're done building this stadium. So they were built with, passion and literal blood probably at some points. So that's a fun aspect to it. And the other fun aspect is that Team USA is actually going to do well. 2026, I think they're going to go to the World Cup final, but this is their Bengals World Cup where they could shock people.
127 yards in a game running for Oklahoma. In the game against Kansas was 6 touchdowns. So he's back in the area here. Big 12 country makes a big play that the Bengals needed. And Pringle unable to make it to the 20.
Yeah. Died of heat too. It is hot in Qatar. That was another side issue. Pre-slave labor stadium builds is they wanted to move the World Cup to a different time because summer in Qatar is not summer everywhere else. Ooh. I almost tipped over putting the camera back on, boys. That would have been fun for the live stream. Ooh, did you hear that stomach growl? Daddy didn't eat breakfast. I never do, though. Huh? Oh, yeah, I have leftover tlayuda. We went to a Mexican place last night. You know it's legit when the menu is not in English. And the waitress was kind of upset that she had to talk in English. I have not talked in English in 32 years.
Unbelievable.
She had to dust it off.
Games, if he wasn't. Saw what he did last week, his ability to improvise, but his knowledge and learning defense is even at a higher level. Right now, every team has a plan for this situation that's different than what they've done all year. So they're going to disguise it differently.
I would slip jokes into my hard count. Gay fat! Huh.
Bates and Bell, who were back 2nd and 10. Can't put the pressure on him. So he's able to go down.
Jesus Christ.
And the Chiefs, he's not out of bounds.
They move the ball so annoyingly easy. He took a bump. Baby Yoda took a bump. Oh, I got a text from my other co-host, Kevin Hogan. Oh, yeah. He says, I got a text. I think last night's Royal Rumble was pretty bad. That's an understatement. Probably one of the worst Royal Rumbles ever. Did you watch the Rumble, James Bailey? Did everybody out there watch the Royal Rumble?
Jake from State Farm.
Like a good neighbor, your mom is gay.
Just your typical sneakerhead working here for the employee discount. But speaking of,
I love these commercials because Patrick Mahomes probably really is a dork like this.
real, right?
Listen, State Farm offers rates that fit any budget, even yours.
Like he probably does walk around Kansas City trying to make friends. I feel like Patrick Mahomes is a man seeking friends.
Sold out then.
He doesn't want to hang out with his brother and his mom anymore.
Neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
See, State Farm didn't fire Aaron Rodgers, but they aren't showing his commercials anymore. So that's a nice little sneaky move there by State Farm.
Down. This Chiefs offense, perfect half. 4-4 on third down.
Oh yeah, that Andy Reid coaching tree. I think that's what the thing about Bieniemy, because people are upset that Eric Bieniemy isn't getting head coaching jobs, and I do think there is something behind that because I don't buy the whole he interviews bad bullshit. I think more likely the case that when he didn't get a job last year, Andy Reid went to him and was like, you know what? I have a bad heart. All my kids are dying of drug overdoses. I'm going to have to retire soon. Why don't you just chill out for a year or two and you can become the head coach of the Chiefs? And I think there's a deliberate nature to their staff. And I think the Bears are trying to do this. They just hired Luke Getsy. They're hiring all these inexperienced coordinators, and I feel like they're trying to load their staff up in a deliberate way to where everybody they hire is going to have the potential to eventually be the top of their position. So everyone's mad about this Luke Getsy guy because he was one of the they wanted him to be a head coach. The Texans interviewed him for their head coaching job. So everybody's like, well, what if he does well for the Bears? Like, let's say Luke Getsy fires on all cylinders. Justin Fields, Bears number one offense in football. Luke Getsy's going to get hired as a head coach within a year or two. So then the Bears are going to be out looking for another offensive coordinator. But what I think Ryan Poles is going to do, because he came from Kansas City, is structure the staff in a way that when Getsy gets hired, we can just promote the guy under him because everyone we hire is prepared to be a coordinator. They even hired their assistant GM already. They're already prepping for life without Ryan Poles because if he does well, he's going to get either promoted by the Bears to president of football operations or he'll get a job for another struggling team. That's how the NFL works. Whenever something's working for a team, they either strip the staff or they raid your concepts, and it's a copycat league.
Sometimes until you go through it, you might realize.
So you can't really have anything nice. That's why the Patriots are so incredible, because it's almost literally by rule impossible to have. Like they structure the NFL for parity. They don't want one team to dominate for 20 years. So they kind of structure it where, every 4 years you got to blow up your salary cap because you can only have a certain amount in player salaries, or all of your coaches get hired and you have to completely reshape your staff. There's mechanisms in place to stop dynasties from happening. And the Patriots seemingly broke through all those mechanisms.
No timeouts.
Right here.
Ball at the one.
Ball's at the one. This is where you could.
And that's coaching too. That's a coaching tree. I think the coaching tree, quote unquote, is not something that's accidental. I think some people try and use the word that like, oh, he got hired from this coaching tree and this coaching tree. But I think real coaching trees are deliberate, where a franchise says, we want to make sure we're hiring the best at every single position just in case.
Right away. 2. Ball comes out pretty quickly. An easy one here would be to throw a fade. The problem is for the Bengals, it's like, do we really want to let them just walk in for a touchdown? So you kind of have to give like a run front, right? But really, you should
just cheat once. Here's what the Bengals need to do. Just break Kelsey's leg real quick. Not even have one player take the bullet. Look, you're probably going to go to jail for assault for this one. But if you just kick Kelsey real hard in his dick, he'll be out for the game. And they won't have that middle slant that eats us alive.
eyeing Flacco, Montana, and Warner. Now he's trying to set the mark at 12.
It shouldn't even break down the plays. It should just say this drive, Patrick Mahomes. Bailey says, but the coaching tree from the Patriots tree hasn't shown that. That is true. But the tree exists. They haven't, you know, success and failure is the coin flip of it. But the idea that they've visually groomed someone to where, you know, the success gets seen as like, oh, it must be these guys. Maybe it's just Belichick. Maybe that's why, you know, because I think if you count Nagy, let's see who's been the Andy Reid coaching tree. Doug Peterson won a Super Bowl, but kind of flamed out. Maybe it is just all smoke and mirrors. Maybe it's deliberate, but it's still not, you know, as successful as people think. Like maybe Andy Reid is trying to build this coaching tree, but he's unaware that like, oh, it's just me. I'm the one calling the plays. But yeah, the New England tree specifically, you had Joe Judge just recently flunk out of that. McDaniels, I think, was the first one. Charlie Weiss did okay at Notre Dame, though. Touchdown Jesus. The man with the fupa.
He doesn't even have a timeout.
Oh, shit.
Did not know
that might be low-key a momentum shifter right there. A nice little pre-halftime goal line stop. Still up 21-10, though. It's halftime. How are we liking the live stream so far? I'm still getting used to the whole, like, trying to not, you know, I realize it can't be like a podcast. I can't be fucking yapping all the time. I'm trying to be comfortable with the silence.
Watch all you want.
I love this show.
And because of better plans.
I also want to be hesitant on how much volume I throw on here because I think that's the key to the copyright is the sound.
So you can too.
Verizon is spreading 5G so Steve Jobs can come back to life.
California, the future.
They're trying to resurrect Steve. I am doing good on the stream. Thanks, Bailey.
Anywhere with an available ProPower onboard generator and a new interior.
They should have fun commercials for like starting the playoffs. They should have like playoff Super Bowl commercials. Like they should start eliminating them. And then the Super Bowl, you get the best of the best. Like the playoffs, they should eliminate like all the commercials that were supposed to be Super Bowl ads, but they were featured canceled actors or something. Like they should have like a tournament for the commercials. A regular season Super Bowl commercial.
Each sip tastes like a little vacation.
This guy looks like a character from fucking Moana here.
Right there. How about 'em? That's like a big...
We'll be going to Hawaii here. Larry and I are Hawaii bound. Hopefully. We had a bit of a, you know, some COVID things happening. Some things happening. It is still the highest selling car in America, the F-150. It's a reliable old vehicle. My mom got I don't know if it was a F-150. It was the Chevy version of it, the 1500. But she was a goddamn art teacher. We were like, what the she was like, I want to put my art in the back. What do you got? Is your art the size of a goddamn barn door? What are you doing, Ma? What are you doing, Ma? What do we got here? The Bengals bandwagon stuffed with fans. Are they calling Cincinnati fans fat here? This is from the journalnews.com. Is this a comedy website? I never know what the comedy websites are. Sports bars reporting near record sales for Bengals continue playoff run. Well, yeah, this is unknown territory for the Bengals fans. These are scary times for chicken. So apparently Bengals fans are crushing wings in Cincinnati. I hated that was the worst part about working the Super Bowl. It wasn't even missing the game. I could accept that. Usually it's not like I root for teams that make the Super Bowl. It's when you have to take the calls for the wings. It gets hack at a certain point. You're like, I get people like wings, but you know, I feel like people just start ordering wings because they know people are ordering wings. I think it's like a record of the poundage of wings that get eaten on Super Bowl day. Let's look that up. Ooh, Grogu going down. He's in the lap. Oh, that's a song. The first Super Bowl I remember knowing is the Packers versus the... No shit. The first Super Bowl I remember was 1993, where Michael Jackson sang that we heal the world at halftime. Let's put that up. So the WFP says Americans spend around $17 billion on foods, drinks, and party supplies and other paraphernalia to mark the 2020 Super Bowl. 1.3 billion chicken wings and almost 900 million pints of beer. That is the last Super Bowl. That's fucking crazy. Like, I feel like out of that 1.3 billion, $500 million is just people ordering wings because they're pieces of shit. How many of those wings are left at the end of the night? That's what I want to know. Are we eating all 1.3 billion of these wings?
For the Bengals right there. I'll tell you, Joe Burrow's been hit 6 times in the first half. Patrick Mahomes.
Dude, they are blowing them up at the stadium. They're having like a halftime show. They have to scream over their earpieces because there's music happening in the background.
I love it.
That is so funny. They're playing like Drake songs during over fucking Boomer Esiason's dialogue. You can't even hear Bill Cowher. This is fucking fantastic. It's like they're playing off the halftime show before it even started. That's awesome. What else do we get here? Oh yeah, you can bet in Louisiana now. Sports betting is now legal in the state of Louisiana. A lot of dudes gonna lose their fan boats in the next couple of weeks here. It's the AFC Championship. Let's see. Caesar Sportsbook, sports odds partners of bet.nola.com said nearly 50% more of Louisiana bettors placed bets on the Bengals Chiefs game than any other event in the state's opening day of mobile betting. Well, yeah, it's the NFL. What do you think people are gonna? Oh, betting's legal. Let's bet on cricket now. Yeah, they're betting on the NFL. Breaking it down further, among prop bets placed yesterday, the parlay of Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes to each go over 19.5 yards rushing, which had an odds boost of plus 450 to plus 500. I think Mahomes got that, but I don't know if Burrow's got that. It's going to be a little tough with the way that offensive line's playing. Might have been a bad prop there for people to sign up for. This is from Bengals. Fans enjoying great prizes with Bengals picks and ultimate. Oh, that's from Bengals.com. This is some fucking Houday propaganda right here. Chips and dip really is the key, Bailey says. It's all about chips and dip for him. I am also I don't like a meal during sports games. I want like peanuts, pretzels, chips. Give me fucking bowls of shit. That's more of like when I eat a meal, I feel like we need to, like, it changes the vibe. Now we're all like, you got to change the way you sit. Chips and dip, that's like a on the go thing. Football's an on the go experience, right? What do we got here? Ooh, Halo. Do we have a Halo movie or show? Is this a show or a movie? Never played the game.
Halo.
When I touch the object.
I almost feel like this wouldn't be exciting though, because the games are like movies. I mean, that's part of why they were so exciting to play. So like, where can you go with this show that they didn't go for the actual Halo games?
Find the Halo, win the war.
They're trying to make new nerds. Is that also an age thing? Is Halo like a non-existent thing for Gen Z? Do they not know what is that, like Tetris to them? What else do we got here? Fucking Johnny Fever. Oh yeah, I didn't even continue the Johnny Fever thing. Yeah, WKRP in Cincinnati. Underrated show. It's the intro theme. I stole the whole intro theme here. This whole...
Use
from Atlanta, Fulton County.
I changed the voices in between, but WKRP is essentially a radio dial. And then they find the show. This one right here. That little thing, that little singing part, that is from WKRP in Cincinnati. Very big influence on my podcasting. When I first created this concept of the show, I wanted it to be WKRP in Cincinnati. Like I wanted it to be like a radio, like an old radio show, but a podcast. Which is essentially a podcast. I'm not breaking ground. But it was all very WKRP based. And as a kid, I liked the show because it has my initials in the name. I'm a selfish boy.
At 9/8 Central on CBS.
Ooh, look at this squirrel. I love a CGI squirrel.
Hey, little dude, stay away from water or wet grass near any downed wire. Call 911.
Dude, these are like the fucking squirrels in MacArthur Park. MS-13's around the corner. Call the cops. Love a chonky squirrel. I wouldn't mind it. I would be okay with capitalism if chonky squirrels were the voice of every company. Who the fuck is that guy?
Add drama to every drive. The exhilarating.
It's a very British commercial. Sometimes I'll get a stream of a soccer game. British commercials are all very fucking ravey. Dude, bubble wrap rules. You probably could have just got me a box of bubble wrap as a kid, and I would have been extremely happy about it. That is, I am breaking ground. Bailey says I'm breaking ground. Ooh, crack in the back. Bubble wrap rules, though. Another chonky squirrel. Is this the same company?
Bro, that was close. Metallic balloons are super dangerous around power lines. Never release them. Always secure them. Enjoy the party. They have nuts.
I'm a big fan of these squirrels and whatever improvisers are doing the voice.
When you drive a Chevy, it's time for a fresh approach and a new perspective.
I think I'm going to puff a bowl here in a second. That's another thing about the live stream. I will just walk away for a minute or two. Again, this is not a podcast. I don't have to be entertaining for you. We're just here watching the game together.
0% financing on most Chevy vehicles. New models are arriving weekly.
No, the game is not back on yet. We got an extended. I feel like they're fucking. That'd be funny if there's like the halftime team is upset that they were playing music, so they're delaying it because they're just screaming at each other now. Boomer Esiason has the organist in a headlock upstairs. Hell yeah, dude! Bailey smoked that pre-roll. I want one of those machines that like sucks something out of the window so I could smoke right here at the desk. But you know, there's rules and regulations in the studio/apartment, and especially because I'm on that resin kick right now, so I could not smoke in this. I would blow it up. I would ruin my relationship if I smoked resin in the apartment right now. That's how bad resin smells. She would leave me if I smoked a resin bowl in here.
Tune in February 13th for the biggest moments of the year, the Pepsi.
Yeah, they're finally letting real artists do the halftime show. What finally broke? Because I know there were people protesting because of Black Lives Matter. There were also people protesting because no one ever got paid at the halftime show. So what gave? Are they paying them, or is the NFL for Black Lives now?
Sacked in this first half, but they were able to spring one play to give them life. But can Kansas City be stopped in the second half?
I wonder if they still do the green screen thing. When I used to, I watched a documentary in the 90s about like the sets at these halftime shows, like the booth of the commentators. And when they stand in front of that like backdrop, that's like a graphic covering the crew. Like the booth is chaotic. There's like people all around them, and there's cords, and they're talking. So they have to put up that like virtual backdrop to cover all the people. That blew my mind when I was a kid. That they were like the announcer booth is actually very chaotic and not neat and put together at all. It's just a mess of cords and people screaming at each other.
I mean, that's if I really believe that the Bengals.
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar is doing it. Very star-studded. Although Katy Perry did walk out on a lion last year.
Situation, you know that.
Or was that last year? Or was that another one?
Emotions of that matters.
Game is back. Second half has started.
Here the 20 to the 21. And Tracy, down to you.
Well, Jim, Andy Reid extremely frustrated with the way that half ended. Patrick Mahomes wanted that shot, and Andy Reid.
Oh, this lady got Tracy Wolfson got the Enrique Iglesias there underneath her nose.
By 11, that was the margin in week 17.
They don't want to get him removed. It gives him character. She's known for that mole.
Remember, keep your foot on the gas.
Tracy Molson. It's like the Austin Powers joke. Mole, 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 mole.
They're trying to challenge on the opening drive of the game for the Chiefs. They won the challenge, but they've been called for the timeout before they put the challenge flag on the field.
That's probably where Mahomes wanted to call that timeout. Forgetting that situation.
I feel like you're going to see the Chiefs kind of run the game out here. This might be a pretty uneventful second half. I mean, it's 21-10. Bengals are technically still in it, but they're not in it. We see how they're moving the ball. Last year was the weekend. Oh, yeah. That's when you know. When they're like, look, we had to do the weekend. We need to start paying Jay-Z. We can't have another weekend show. At the Rams game, we went to Bears versus Rams, the opening season game. They had I think it was Imagined, or maybe it was the weekend too. It was one of those weird like synth rock bands. And I got the vibe that there were people at the Rams game who came to see them. Katy Perry did the Super Bowl in 2015, Bailey says. And then you had the Beyonce Black Panther one, who essentially created Tommy Lahren, because Tommy Lahren had that viral video about how Jay-Z sells crack, which was fun. It was pretty cool.
And Hendrickson.
It is always fun when someone acknowledges the past, like, crack selling of a musician, and then his fans are just like, so what? I like when selling crack becomes normalized. It's a very common thing. I know a lot of people who sell crack. They're good guys.
With the 14 sacks.
Lou Anarumo and calling the plays, done an excellent job adjusting this year. But right now, this is a whole nother.
Dude, Zach Taylor looks aged right now. When this game started, Zach Taylor was 26 years old wearing a hat. And now he's just a balding, frayed, unhatted man. Those are the tips you got to fucking take advantage of.
Now you got 3rd and 7.
I love those sayings. That's like so easy to do as a commentator. Those are the plays you need to intercept. Well, yeah, you're not out there in the field. Who's this cripple walking out onto the field? Is that a Make-A-Wish guy they're bringing out there, or is that a player?
If he was sprinting, he'd already be about to the benches or the sideline.
Good job by Hilton there, disrupting that. That's what I really think you need. The ball to bounce your way once or twice.
3rd and 7. Low snap, it rolls to Mahomes. And he just lobs it incomplete.
There you go.
And that's Flowers.
That's a little bit of fate dealing the Bengals' way. Now, these are the moments when fate deals you a rare incomplete pass by the Kansas City Chiefs. That is when you have to jump on it. The Bengals need to score right here. And by any means necessary. Cheat. Again, no one has kicked Travis Kelce in his dick yet. That needs to happen. Just kick all the best players in their dicks. What do they got? 3 real good players? That's 3 penalties. Pick a guy. 3 dick kicks. They're out. The Chiefs are out. Now you got yourself a ball game.
Taylor. And the Chiefs defended well, including Winchester, the snapper.
And I'm not just saying a ball shot. I need you to put them in the torso. I need you to get those testes in the torso. That happened to my friend Joey Bober. We were climbing a tree, and he racked himself on a branch, and he goes, "It went up! It went up!" It was pretty funny. We made fun of him for years about it. Pretty traumatizing, probably. He kind of ended up not liking us because of it, but, you know, we had a good time. The Bobers are a weird bunch, though. I'll say that publicly. Oh, this movie with Jake Gyllenhaal in the ambulance, it's like Speed, but on an ambulance. And, like, They're trying to do that new thing where like the guy in the ambulance is like a bad guy, but they're trying to keep him alive because there's something redeeming about him. But I feel like you have to watch the movie to find that out. See? Again, Liberty Mutual not learning, a lack of chunky squirrels in the commercial, and it makes me not want Liberty Mutual insurance.
We design furniture for life. Real life. Messy life.
See, the whole couch thing, that's one thing. I got on this with my friend when I visited in the suburbs. He spilled water on his couch, but he also spilled his water on my computer. And I was like upset about my computer, but he was like, fuck your computer. That's my $10,000 couch. But I was like, yeah, but it's water. Like, I'll pour water on this couch right now. It'll dry. My computer is $2,000. It's less than your couch, but it will actually break. It'll cease to exist. Your couch will still be a couch, even though it's covered in water. So yeah, I don't care that you shot water all over your couch. I care that it dripped all over my laptop. People really freaking out about their couches, though. It's a goddamn couch. Same thing about the carpet. Shoes off. It's a floor. Like, we're walking all over it. There's things in your house that should be dirty. Furniture, floor. Like, you're fucking rubbing your ass in them all day. It should be a little discolored. Yeah, Gyllenhaal does love playing the role of first responder because he did. And then didn't he have that movie where he's a 911 caller and he's just yapping to this broad for 3 hours?
Descriptions or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
He's just, so what are you wearing? Just like phone sexing with her?
Championship games. Look ahead to Super Bowl 56 on Inside the NFL, which is streaming Tuesday exclusively on Paramount Plus. Okay, second half strategy for the offense for Cincinnati, Tony.
Throw the ball on first down. Play action. Get your ball outside.
That's the Tony Romo fucking little. What's your advice? Throw the ball. There we go. Past the 50. That was a pretty bad tackle. I think it's good too that the Bengals are catching the Chiefs kind of in a bad defensive run.Ey've been giving up a lot of points per game. But this is playoff football, and Steve Spagnuolo, as we have talked about earlier in the stream, is grumpy.
Half team, or actually, I'm sorry, Evans report. Their second half team, Coach Taylor said, and you see him come out with a perfect design, Brian Callahan.
Man, he was wide open. You can tell the Chiefs are playing a little garbage timey here. He was open, little open. Did we have a communication breakdown?
Up one.
Throw it on first down. They're playing the run. You have your matchups.
Yeah, they are playing with like the Bengals are playing like they have the lead. You're not winning the game. You're not even down by one touchdown. Multiple scores.
Those guys outside, aren't you, Jim?
Well, if Higgins, as you said, has to come up big. He does. And he's caught
Is that guy's name Sample? Brad Sample. Sounds like the name of a male porn star.
This defense going into the game, we thought that was a huge position that could actually help them win.
The audible sent right down the line to the receivers to the left.
Delay game. Offense number 9. 5-yard penalty. Still second out.
The Bengals, the least penalized team in the NFL during the season, which Coach Taylor said speaks to how smart he feels his players.
Oh, Zach Taylor got his hat back on. He's under control.
They have shown all season long. Third penalty of the game on Cincy. Meanwhile, Kansas City has not been flagged. 2nd and 14.
What a random shot of that lady just screaming. It probably had nothing to do with the game.
Tough pass. Trying to thread it between two defenders, Gay and Bolton.
Incomplete pass by the Cincinnati Bengals.
Well, you'll see the ball right inside.
Sample took it.
Gay's got a hand on it when the pass is coming.
Stay in porn, Sample. This isn't your game.
just in case you didn't know, Bolton confirms. Incomplete.
Not a penalty. Shoulder gets a little bit. And a direct hit to the...
Oh, look at that guy's jacket. Guy looked like Al Roker.
Getting up there. They're going to put people down in there and then double team chase.
You can always tell when the fans don't know they're on camera because they look just a level of foolishness. You can always tell they got like half an eye on the camera. They're like play cheering. They're act cheering. 4th and 14. I feel like you got to go for it here.
Right here, right? This is the guy who's going to be open. You got the safeties high. I know you want to...
I'm going to draw circles on the screen here and shoot an arrow off to this side and then say some football words. And then I'm going to get a raise.
They can get their hands on him playing that low hip. The same thing.
I would try and do that with the telestrator, but every route I drew would somehow draw a penis. I'm going to strategically put the balls here, and then you're not going to know when the head appears. But this will be a dick eventually, Jim.
Was in an AFC championship game, 1988. They're caught. Hardman making an appeal. Mike Thomas
This is a good pop. I should have put the microphone to my back.
Very good acting job. A little embellishment there. I may have done that when my wife asked me if I did the dishes.
Ooh.
But,
the hands up in the air. Of course I did.
We got to take a break. I just spilled my coffee.
I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire? I'm not a millionaire.
Crypto is complicated, but as a tax expert with crypto experience, you can hand your taxes off to me. You do your thing. We've got your taxes. Intuit TurboTax Live.
Get up, get moving, and gradually reduce grays the easiest way. Just step into the shower with Control GX, the first and only shampoo that blends away a little gray with every wash for a subtle, natural look. Control GX from Just for Men.
I'll let that sop up. You gotta let it sop. That's the secret to cleaning up a spill. The sop. Probably got pulled because they played a song. Look at that. That much coffee on the floor. It's a crime.
These glasses solid gold?
Is there another kind of gold that I don't know about?
I like the way these feel.
Next question. Does love conquer all?
Love always wins.
All right, baby? Nice. Nice.
JB Smoove is a great choice for the voice of gambling. Probably a man who's lost a lot in his time betting on the Sixers or whatever team he cheers for. Seems like a Philly guy. Is this a Paramount Plus commercial? Looks like they got all the Paramount Plus properties sitting around a campfire here. Because intellectual property... What is it? Yeah. Oh, the Paramount Mountain. What mountain is that? Is that a fake mountaintop? It's a real mountain. There's a real Paramount Mountain? Let's look it up. Artesanraju. It's in Peru. Yep, pretty much only serves as the inspiration for the newer Paramount Pictures production logo. I love how they say it's newer, but it's been the logo for like 70 years. The old logo was like from the 20s, which was a radio tower on planet Earth. So yeah, it's a real... I bet you they get annoyed of people who are like, I'm here to climb to Paramount Mountain. They're like, it actually has religious and very deep-rooted cultural significance. And they're just like, yeah, but I saw it before the Goonies.
Check cut out to about the 10. Tony, take us through next gen stats powered by AWS.
Well, we talked about the patience earlier. Teams.
Bailey, on his fucking playoff commercial game, they did the exact same commercial last year.
This game.
That's how you know Paramount Plus is not selling. They're like, let's fucking drag this one out again. We couldn't get Jim Dangle back for a reshoot, so we have to fucking...
Mahomes checking it down, doing a great job in this game. Andy Reid calling a great game. Whereas the other side,
Andy Reid looks like a human walrus. He looks like the older version of Tusk. Like if Tusk aged and became a football coach.
And Hardman able to read and flow and pick up a first down. Got shoved down.
This is almost, I feel like, when it becomes boring to be a good football team, because you're like, we're gonna win. The stream's down. Let's go to YouTube and see. Oh, I think we're back. Yeah. I'm live here. Yeah, we're back. There you go. I knew it couldn't have been a copyright thing because I'm still green. I think if they cut me off, like, it'll let me know on OBS here.
he is going to be one-on-one on first down situations. Find other ways to get
It lagged. Well, James, get better Wi-Fi. No, I'm just kidding. My Wi-Fi's garbage. I should be not one to talk about internet speeds. But like I was saying, this is when it's boring being a good NFL team, because this is like, you know, you're going to win. You don't want them to get back into it, so you kind of still have to half play, but you just know unequivocally you're the better football team, and that, you know, Patrick Mahomes can probably shit a football further down the field and they would score. Apple, Sample, weird non-all-pro names. These are not all-pro football player names. You need to get better last names on this fucking...
the big play potential, but these are the downs that make the difference.
These are the downs. The classic lyric to Singing in the Rain.
He's been out with a toe injury recent weeks. Again, he's got time. And the pass is incomplete.
There we go. So the Bengals defense is starting to do a little bit. Now they're just not scoring on the other end.
For the second time in this quarter after none in the first half.
Yeah, really good job by Hilton.
All right. I think I'm going to step away for a minute and smoke a quick pipe. But I'm happy you're here with me, James. We're watching the game together as friends. Online friends. This is just a public Zoom. That's all this is. But I got to get better at these streams. That's the whole point of this channel, is you watch TV with me. There's this dude who's got 21,000 subscribers, and he just watches classic commercials and talks. Not even about the commercials. I feel like I'm at least trying to get some fucking focused discussions here. But we'll get it. We'll become popular. Nothing's good. Even shows that when people are like, I listen to this because I learned so much. And it's just like, yeah, but you really don't.
New York is over.
Like you're listening to Wikipedia, essentially. You could read Wikipedia.
You there?
We're not Wikipedia. We're at least fucking trying to make a little goof. We're trying to make goofs here. What's this show?
Welcome to Chicago, Tommy.
Welcome to Chicago. It's a little different here. It's windy and it's corrupt.
Shopping for the game can be a mind.
Yeah, take a break. I've earned it. Let's go with this. I'm going to put the... All right, I'll be back in a minute, guys.
Oh, good, the manager. Brian and Produce, very helpful.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
Pulls to the left a little bit. Oh.
Sounds fun.
Catch every detail of Super Bowl 56 on an LG OLED TV with self-lit pixels. Get ready for the game at Best Buy.
Verizon is going ultra, and so is your home internet. That's right, 5G is not just for phones. Welcome to 5G Home, with blazing fast 5G ultra-wideband now in many more cities.
I'm ordering pizza.
Yeah, I can eat.
What's our newest
I don't know. Look at that. Just plug and play. It's wireless home internet. See ya, cable. And look here. Mary's got 5G home too. Ultra fast, ultra simple, and 50% off with her unlimited plan. What do you say to that? Right. You enjoy that internet. Verizon is going ultra, so you can too.
Savor the perfect smile. It's a tradition unlike any other. The Masters, this April on CBS.
Thursday, don't miss the 2022 Pro Bowl Skills Showdown. Then tune in next Sunday for the Pro Bowl, presented by Verizon. Stream games on mobile with the Yahoo Sports and NFL apps.
Cincinnati taking over at its own 35. Zach Taylor 6-25 and a tie his first 2 years. Going to be many people's choice as coach of the year. 12 wins when you factor in the extended season. Jamar Chase. What a season it's been for him. But today, quiet. Nixon delivers a stiff arm. There's a pickup of 5. Zach Taylor, the son-in-law of former Packers head coach Mike Sherman, and he had a wonderful career in the Big 12 in Nebraska. In fact, was the Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year his senior year, and his career ended right here in Arrowhead Stadium, losing in the Big 12 championship game.
It's a pretty good one right there he came up with. I like that. A lot of interesting info there. The one thing that's really unique, how patient was Mike Brown with Zach Taylor after those first 2 years?
Not everybody in the league. You're right.
And Coach Taylor really appreciates that. He knows not everyone gets that opportunity. I think he's really...
There's a completion to Samples, but a yard short for the first.
Lucky to have, an owner and GM like Mike Brown. I mean, that's a testament right there. It shows you in 1 year. Now, if you're going to go ahead and draft Jamar Chase, it's going to help everything. But Coach Taylor's done an incredible job getting his message across.
Hardman and Hill on the sideline having a little chat.
They were a little upset earlier. Hardman went over to the coaches. Tracy had just told us there's a great nugget there that he wants the ball in a certain situation. And Hill's like, calm down. I want the ball too.
They want the yard here. They go with the sneak, and Burrow fights for it and has it. Tracy, let's go to you.
Well, you guys just showed McCole Hardman and Tyreek Hill getting into it a little bit there, and that's because Hardman felt as though he's been open. He said, I have the angle, throw it to me. Went over to the quarterback's coach, also pleaded his case, saying that he's open. But I will tell you,
okay.
Over to Tyreek Hill.
I'm sufficiently drugged. I think we're going to do some TV League stuff here. Might wait till the next game to keep a little content for the next game, but definitely going to do a little TV League standings update. Probably going to channel surf because I always get interested in what they throw up against NFL games. I think that's what I'm going to do on the Super Bowl is A, so we don't get pulled because you can't write Super Bowl anywhere fucking near the title. I'm going to focus on stuff that they play during the Super Bowl. I was watching one year, the Super Bowl was on, and then I flicked to like the Big Ten Network, and they had some live women's volleyball tournament, and there was people in the crowd, but you could see the dads just sitting there like, oh, I gotta miss the Super Bowl because my little girl's big moment. Like, it's just interesting the broadcasts that get cursed with being up against the Super Bowl. Let's see, they put figure skating. NBC's like, we gotta throw some kind of sports. Let's do the Four Continents Championships. We got a pregame show here on Fox. Maybe if this game gets out of hand, we'll flip to the pregame show.
They still don't have him down yet.
Okay. Complete pass to Jamar Chase, gain of 15 or so. That's what I would be such a terrible announcer because I'm not quick enough to be exact. I'd be like, probably 16 yards right there. I'll confirm in a minute.
Where Burrow needs opportunities, right? He should have been sacked there. But his special instinctful ability gets Chase open.
It's Jamar Chase versus the Kansas. It's Burrow Chase versus the world in this game. I think they need to just become fucking connected. Do the stars on the sea matter? Some captains have like 5 stars. Is that like the military? They give you a star.
Do something special to get it back. Use it against him. Play action. You got one-on-one up top. Both guys.
Gotta run it.
You should not be running it. That has not worked all game.
And they know at, especially trailing, that you're just going to throw the ball, and they get all their cool coverage stuff, and then these guys up front like Chris Jones.
Look at that guy. That's a defensive motherfucker right there.
As you see, the offensive line coach.
O-line coach. Your line coaches. Those are your fucking lock-hipped fucking screamers. But I mean, why are you screaming? You're the coach of the worst offensive line in football. That's kind of your fault.
On a 2nd and 10.
It's his fault. He should be screaming at himself. Look in the mirror, sir. Oh, he turned around. Jamar Chase could have caught that. Did he get turned around? It looked like Jamar Chase completely like turned around and then turned his back to the ball. He says, I got 90 minutes on here, and then he's going to watch the Rams game and hopefully not get upset.
He's going to come down, and that's all you're looking for. He can't double team Chase out there. And that was a penalty for sure, but you kind of have to. If you're going to leave him out there one-on-one, you're risking it.
Can you not do both, James? Am I on your TV right now? Throw me on your phone during the Rams game, baby. Let's do both. No. You don't have to listen to me for 6 hours, though. I don't even know. If you're not going to be there, I might not even do the Rams game, because let's be honest, if you're not there, no one will be watching.
Remember the touchdown by P. Ryan? It was a screen. This is perfect. It's a great throw. Burrow taking a shot at the end. Watch Burrow here. He's going to have to loft this ball right over these guys over here. This is a shove, but
nice little catch with one hand. That's an 18-yard play at Hopkins.
There you go. See, that's what you need to, how do you get Mixon involved? Do not run the ball. That is not working. You do not have the offensive line to run the football.
Touchdown. I like that. Use these safeties deep. Get the ball to your running back and guys on the inside.
First and goal from the 8.
Oh, swallowed. Joe Burrow got swallowed. Ooh, another penalty. They touched the quarterback. Foul. Ooh. They need to young these refs up a little bit. Wonder if the refs are still like lawyers. Let's look that up. The refs used to be like legal defense people. The majority of the officials being a referee is only their side job. Primary occupation, civil litigator at a Phoenix law firm. So they go to one law firm for all of these fucking for all these refs? That's wild. Ed Hockley, NFL official since 1990. Primary occupation, civil litigator at a Phoenix law firm. He's run 12 marathons and is known to have the build of a pro athlete himself. He's 6'1", 215. Mike Carey, NFL official since 1990. He's a San Diego entrepreneur who has founded ski and snow equipment companies. Became the first black referee to officiate the Super Bowl in 2008. Walt Coleman is a dairy farmer, operator of Coleman Dairy in Little Rock, Arkansas. Produces and distributes more than 1 million gallons of milk a week. Oh, you don't have cable in your room? Oh, okay. Oh, buddy. Buddy. I got you. I'll send you a fucking RAM stream. If I send you a RAM stream, will you promise to listen to me on your phone on YouTube? Don't worry about it. You know the king of the streams here, dude. I gotcha. But if you don't want to listen, that is also fine. I'm not forcing you to be a fan of my show. Tony Correnti, ref since 1995, high school social sciences teacher in La Miranda, California. During the 11-12 season, Correnti was diagnosed with cancer and underwent chemo, yet he worked all but 3 weeks. What a gamer right there. Gene Steratore, NFL since 2003, or ref since 2003, co-owner of a janitorial supply company in Washington, Pennsylvania. Steratore also refs NCAA, Big East, and Big Ten basketball. So do they not get paid for this? Is this like their pro bono work?
Field goal good. Inside 3 to go in the third.
21-13, we kind of got ourselves a game here. They're chipping away. Is this going to be one of those chippy, like, they tie it with 2 seconds left in the games. I mean, their regular season game in week 15 was pretty fucking good. So who the fuck knows? Oh, dude, this fucking commercial. This would be so much bigger than an insurance issue if someone did this in my neck of the woods. If the children in my neighborhood would set up a pool and a sprinkler in the upstairs of one of our houses, our parents would have physically abused them so hard in front of us. It would have probably traumatized me to witness a beating that bad. But instead, you got this Geico lizard just being like, oh, this is a mishap, hey? You're just like, lizard, you need to get out of there. There's about to be child abuse happening.
Change everything.
If Mark, Mr. Cartoon,
We do got a game here. Watches. Bailey's a PS4 boy. I get that. I get that. Maybe we'll do a stream post game for the Rams.
Listen to those who said you need an art degree. You never would have perfected the street look that made him a street legend. That's the fighting spirit.
I always wonder if they just invent a guy.
Modelo.
This is Eduardo Edgar Jimenez, and he is a local LA legend. Like, is he? I ain't never seen murals of this guy. I see murals of Mac Miller. I know they love him in LA. These Matrix commercials are soon going to run their course. This movie was not as big as people wanted it to be.
Get your TV together with the best of live and on demand. Introducing DirecTV Stream.
This is for you, Bailey. You need to get DirecTV Stream.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Geico. You could save even more.
You know, that's an old school stadium. Like the old stadiums, they had to build chunks of land to put the stadium on top of.
Together.
That's how almost unfertile these cities are for NFL teams. It's just like, our city wants an NFL team. It's just like, well, the ground literally doesn't support a stadium. We'll build you a mound. All right. They got a mound. We got to give them a stadium.
You felt that third down play, even though it was 3rd and goal from the 15. Had it not been a little miscommunication.
Got a battery change out here.
Perhaps even a touchdown scoring play.
Yeah, I saw. I was like, well, you can't throw a screen, you know, away from the line unless you're actually doing it. And then I was like, he went the wrong way. P. Ryan went the wrong way. And this is an easy touchdown, Cincinnati. You're going to flood this whole left side. But watch, P. Ryan, come back under. You got to go right. He goes left. And because of that, you have no chance.
And Joe explaining that to him right there, walking off the field, disgusted. 11 plays that led to a field goal. Meantime, Chiefs, after 3 touchdowns.
It still throws me to see players with the single-digit numbers on their back. Kansas City handoff to one of their 27 running backs. We really can't keep track.
Saw Burrow got upset with P. Ryan going off the field.
Running back really is... I mean, that used to be the position. And now, I swear to God, you can throw a rock and find a guy that'll rush for 1,000 yards in a year for you.
Whole team has one real mental mistake.
Like, the Packers are famous for having every one of their all-pro running backs get in, and then they just sign a dude off the streets of Green Bay. And he's the next Dorsey Levens.
Pass up in the air and stolen.
Oh, picked. Oh, we got a game here, boys. That is the reaction of a man who did not know he picked a football off right there. Like, he just fell down and the football absorbed in his giant torso. He osmosed that turnover.
So then he gets rushed a little bit. They decide to pressure, and Hill gets his hands up and creates what is now easily the biggest play of the game.
He'll see more action because Larry Ogunjobi was injured in the first playoff game against the Raiders. And he
Larry Ogunjobi, born on Lake Ogunjobi. Oh, Kelsey.
You know how rare
That's what happens when you don't get to touch the ball.
that Mahomes has at home in the playoffs. I mean, he's got like 20-some toucdown's, and he's only got
26
2.
touchdowns, and it's his second pick.
And Hill, it was Hill. Everyone said coming in the game, Hill's got to make that interception. Wow.
Well, he likes to get it to Hill, but it's Tyreek, not BJ, him on the other side.
Running the ball. Kind of disappointing. Oh, there we go. Mixon gaining some yards here. A little disappointing after that big interception. You'd think you want to take a quick shot to the end zone here. I think they got the ball in Kansas City territory here, but I'm a daring guy. I'm a daring, irresponsible guy. First interception in an AFC championship game. Now, to be fair, I think he's only been in like 3 or 4, but some people aren't in those for their whole career. Look at me trying to like downplay Patrick Mahomes' fucking skills. He ain't that. That's still the angry fan in me that the Bears didn't draft him. He ain't that good. Look at this. Look at this. They're going to do it. They're going to get close.
You're going to motion across. It's just a simple curl route. But the way you design it is why it gets open. You see the motion come across and you're going to snap it on the fly? Well, flooding that zone with the motion makes it so that you can't double team as easily.
It's those football words that makes me question whether Tony Romo's good at his job or he just knows the vocabulary. You're going to blow up the seam here and go into the pocket, and then you're going to penetrate the fucking bubble. And you're just like, wow, Romo knows what he's talking about. Like, does he? Or is he just saying football things?
And he got to about the 2, maybe the 3.
Like the word under duress. I feel like that was a word athletes created to not sound stupid. Because they used to just say quarterbacks under pressure. And then fucking Ron Jaworski said under duress one day. And fucking Mark Schlereth was like, oh, that can make me sound smart.
That time with a win streak, and we thought we were going to win. Next thing you knew, the Bengals beat them.
It was self-inflicted wounds that happened in that game. It's kind of looking the same way right now. 2nd and goal.
Or you'll have a commentator be like, he kept the lateral balance of his fucking lats in shape. Like, he kept his shoulders straight is really what you're trying to say. You're trying to make football be science, and it's not science. These are men with concussions ramming their heads into each other.
Now you got 3rd and goal. A touchdown and a 2 away from tying it.
This is where Uzama would be huge, but you can use your running back. The guy's inside, but you got to get it out.
There it is.
There it is. Touchdown.
Down with it. Outrageous. What a catch. Chase, 1-on-1.
Just to be safe, Jamar Chase should leave the stadium with the football and take a nice nap, so it's officially a catch. Like, I feel like he caught the ball, catches the ball, both feet go down twice, and then he looks at the ref like, yeah, touchdown, touchdown, fuck yeah.
I almost feel like they went the wrong way.
All right, let's look ahead because now
That coordinator's like, yes, I'm not going to get fired. Job safe, I think. Up, going for 2 for the deuce.
coming back from 18 down.
In the shotgun, Perrine set to his right. Man in motion. Hut, gay, fat, height. Oh yeah, wide fucking open. Eat it, KC fans. Do your tomahawk chop now.
From an 18-point hole. This is a great design.
Now you've made Patrick Mahomes angry, and he's going to score 50 points in 2.5 minutes. He would pee on his hands.
They were the great route, but they found out how to get people one-on-one.
Mount Lookout Tavern going crazy. We're back in 60.
This year, make good on your resolution to join a community that knows no bounds.
So it's actually a football game now. And I think I'll do a little TV League update here. Let's see what's going on with the ratings. I haven't checked them in a couple days. Easing into the last quarter here.
Oh, here it go. Okay. Feel that lightning.
Man, these resorts are really paying for the ad time. They really want you to go to fucking Lake Okeechobee. Vacations are happening again, everybody. That's when you know the fucking earth got hit hard by a pandemic. They need to like remind people that they can go on vacations. You can go out. All right. Got the standings open right here. Grey's Anatomy still reigning supreme as number 1. What was the last day I left off at?
Coming back from 18 down.
So the final quarter, 21-21. The game is not over, but I feel like the Chiefs could quickly make it over. Oh man, they haven't updated ratings in like 4 days. I think we're all caught up still. I can't do TV ratings because the last one was January 27th, and that was the day we recorded. What is the guy who runs TVSeriesFinale.com doing? Does he have COVID?
Comparative. So it's like what happens.
Sometimes these websites will go days without updating, and I'm like, who got COVID on the staff?
Either continue stuff, but when they start coming back a little bit, right? You still have the lead. You still protect. Like
Joe Burrow looks like a guy that like will steal your girlfriend. That's like all he's plotting in his head. Corner routes and how to fucking steal your girl.
Down on the pedal here.
Second and 10. That's the first
All right. Stopping them short. It's almost like they're doing the Spurs thing. Whenever the San Antonio Spurs were good, there were moments in the game where I was like, oh, this isn't fun for them. They're going to lose the lead so they could fucking have a little fun in this. And that's what that play felt like. Like Travis Kelce could have ran for that first down, but he was like, I'm tired right now. Let's take 15 minutes off and then score 40 points in a row. Let me make sure that I didn't miss any standings here, but I think everything's up to date. Yep. Nothing needs to be updated here. Grey's Anatomy still number 1. And Grey's Anatomy hasn't even come back from its winter break yet. So it's getting this lead just off streaming ratings. I've never watched one episode of Survivor. The show's been on for 37 years. I've never seen one episode. And I'm a fan of a reality show.
What have you been feeding?
I don't think I've ever watched CBS at 8 p.m. on a Monday. Or whatever day it's on. I think it's on Sundays. And I watch a lot of TV.
Life fits in a Volkswagen. Hurry into your local Volkswagen dealer for 0% APR financing for 36 months.
I love how I turned it up for the Volkswagen ad like we were about to miss something. He knows how to smoke cigars really well. That's a bummer / a relief about the ratings. Sometimes it's tedious for me to update these TV ratings. I space out. It takes me hours. But then I also get bummed out when I don't. I was like, hey, I'm going to do TV League stuff. And then it wasn't available.
Really? Yep. Told them what I wanted. They called me when it came in. Before I knew it, sitting in my job.
I've been thinking, though, about adding the NFL to the TV League. And hear me out, though. Number 1, it would dominate. Because it does have a closed-end season. It starts when the TV season starts, like middle of September. It has an ending point. And then it picks back up. I think the NFL is perfectly in line to join the TV league. Wrestling can't. I want to put the wrestling shows in it, but they don't ever stop. Like wrestling. Bailey says, you're not from Cleveland, you're from Cincinnati. I heard Vince McMahon's voice. And here they're doing their chop. I thought they banned this chop in the stadium. They should have a guy over there. Just, guys, we told you. Don't do that. Come on, guys. Come on. You're making the whole city look bad.
The best football game I ever.
We were at the Chiefs Chargers game, and when we were leaving the stadium, people were doing that. And 2 Chiefs fans next to us hit the one dude who was doing it, and they go, you can't do that anymore. It's racist. And the guy was like, really? Couldn't believe it.
And Mahomes able to get out of it jam. Hendrickson was near.
They got his ass. Unbelievable.
It's Hendrickson and Hill combining, and they had so much.
Are the Chiefs really petering out here? Are we seeing something that we've never seen before, and that is the Kansas City Chiefs peter the fuck out and not get stronger as the game goes on? Is the pressure getting to Pat Mahomes?
Pursuit up front, three-man rush. You're going to have all day, but really that's the back.
He's just running around. I'm not used to struggling.
Huge play. If you're a bank,
Things are usually so easy for me.
feel like it was fully going to get back to this right here. You know, it's like, I just know Kansas City. We've seen it so many times. We're here right now. The Bengals have a chance
I should, yeah, maybe
in the fourth quarter.
a sports division, maybe? I don't know. Or just some, you love NBC Sports, it's done. NBC Sports is gone, baby. Everything moved to the USA Network. At least soccer did.
Return. Saturday, CBS begins with Inside College Basketball, followed by an SEC matchup between Tennessee and South Carolina. Then we head out west for the PGA Tour coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am coming up Saturday.
Dude, I wonder how golf's going to rebound. Tiger's like officially retired. You don't even, for a while, even just the notion of Tiger maybe doing something kept golf alive. Now we have to love Rory McIlroy.
Chairman and CEO of the Chiefs, who will be accepting.
Golfers always have weird names too, like the number. Brent Steinberger is the #1 golfer in the world. Oh man,
He is picked by Steve.
what a fucking terrible throw.
Going back and forth, but this is unbelievable coverage.
That guy's last name was Gay.
You get away with a little grab, helps too. But this place erupts on a huge play. Underthrow, can't make that mistake. Burrow, Chiefs ball.
What a catch by Snead.
As a new small business owner.
Any catch is what a catch. I feel like if you catch the ball in the NFL, you've earned a what a catch.
I'm using hand gestures and pointing, so no one can tell I'm unsure about my business finances.
I'm constantly nodding because I know everything about
All
furniture.
right, we're at a
but
commercial.
business,
I'm going to step to the window again here. I'll be back in a couple minutes. It's a fun little live stream we've been done here.
New business.
Mm-hmm.
Why you out on your run? Taking victory laps. I'm in the hood with them guns. Catch me out in the chaos. Who you know gone first? I see them keep trying, professional imitate. They hear that loud, ooh, chitty chitty bang, chitty chitty bang, chitty chitty bang. You say goodbye, and I say hello.
With Mercari,
Hello, hello.
your unneeded things can find a new life.
I know why you say goodbye and I say hello.
It's easy to make some money or find a great deal.
You say goodbye and I say hello.
Buy and sell almost anything from home. Mercari, your marketplace.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away?
Make sure you make that corner nice and tight.
Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name. And they're always glad you came.
We are so grounded.
Well, all the momentum was with Cincinnati, and then L'Jarius Sneed jumps in front of Chase, makes the interception of the Burrow pass.
Mahomes had to go over there and sit down. Not feeling great. We'll get right back up.
Edwards-Helaire. And here's shut down by Vaughn Bell, former Saint, who helped recruit Hendrickson to Cincinnati. So if you don't come up here, something good's going to happen.
True. Von Bell's done a really good job. 4th in tackles among DBs the past 2 seasons.
How about this in the second half, Tony? The Chiefs right now have 41 yards of offense.
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, in the 2 games this season, first half 49.
All right.
Second half 3 points. You know, it's
Took a couple puffs. Oh, mistakes. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I was in Kansas City and I asked questions. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, a little bit of a bust over there in Kansas City. Heard he's doesn't know the playbook well. Andy Reid's offense is very complicated. And Edwards-Helaire, who was a pick of Patrick Mahomes, not doing well over there. So it's interesting. They've kind of been, like I said, they have 27 running backs. They're kind of a running back factory. Once they gave up on Kareem Hunt, they never really replaced him. They really should have. They did the good thing and released him because he beats his children. Sack on Patrick Mahomes. The defense is really stepping up here in the 4th quarter. Lackluster. Always love a sack by a man who's got his arm completely encased in a brace like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Back, and that is a huge play for the Bengals, not allowing any points.
His arm is completely ensconced, James, in a brace. He's been through the wars of football. 3 sacks the whole game.
Now he's been sacked, Tony.
Playoff football always becomes playoff football. Like I think Vikings Giants was a blowout. I think the Giants beat the Vikings like 41-7. You rarely see an AFC title game blowout. Even the Bears Packers in 2010, when the Bears had no shot to beat the Pack. I think it was 10-6 going in late in the 4th quarter. Caleb Haney trying to work magical comebacks. Now we see what Joe Burrow is all about because people are comparing him to Joseph Montana. Now we can see what the boys got.
You're not the only one. Maybe you got the kids to school.
Man. Prince's family needs to fucking sue over this Dr. Pepper commercial. That's clearly they need Prince. I love how they're using Prince to shill Dr. Pepper, and every one of Prince's songs is about like making women come. It doesn't really translate to soda in my eyes. I always loved that Prince. I mean, this isn't a home run concept, but I always got blown away that his voice was so much deeper than, like, I thought he was gay because of the way he sang. Then you hear him talk and he's got this voice and very deliberate. It's all an act. Every one of my songs is just a ploy for the church of fucking, what is he? He's a Jehovah's Witness. A famous Kevin Smith story when Kevin Smith got hired to shoot a documentary at his house, whatever his fucking estate was called. And halfway through being there, he realized that he was shooting Jehovah's Witness propaganda for Prince and kind of like half backed out of it. But it's Prince. Prince wants you to shoot religious propaganda for him. You fucking do it.
You can call me Buffalo Air.
And this is his team. They're really into Survivor.
Fire is life.
The Eagles blew out the fucking Vikings, I think, when they went. That ended up being a blowout. But the Vikings weren't ready. They weren't at school for that fucking game.
Survivor on.
But in general, if you get 2 teams that are worthy of being there, that's usually when you see the teams that aren't really at the races and lucked into it, is when you see those championship game blowouts. A lot of times these conference title games are better than the actual Super Bowl, because most of the time a team that is in the Super Bowl might be there for the first time. So just being at the Super Bowl is the Super Bowl. You know, that happened with not necessarily with football, but with the Cleveland Indians in 1995. They were happy. They're just happy to be there. You don't want to just be happy to be there. That's always a sign that you're going to get fucking ponded.
Already been punched. That ticket for the Kansas City Chiefs for the 3rd consecutive
Big
year.
moment here. This is where Joe Burrow can really become his little baby boy Joe Montana that he's projected to become.
Went on to defeat the Bears in the game down in Miami.
I will say, if the Bengals win this game, I'm going to hold on my hat that the Chicago Bears beat the AFC champion. I always love those little moments. Especially with baseball, you could do that because they play so many games and against so many people. You can be like, yeah, well, the Cubs beat the World Series champions, so how bad really were they? They were bad.
2 miles away where that operation took place from where the Super Bowl will
Cincinnati doing it with just the lopsided stats. Well, not necessarily. They came back in the second half, really shutting that Kansas City offense down.
second year to take a team. As he rolls out, feels
Oh, no.
Jones.
Oh, no. Why would you do that? He threw it right to him. Is that how good Joe Burrow is? He's like, I'm going to throw the ball out, interception. I'm going to do an interception, throw the ball away. I think that thing just slipped out of his hands. That was insane. Yeah, he's lucky he dropped that. At first I thought, oh, he caught it but went out of bounds, but he stays. If he doesn't drop that ball, that is a fucking interception.
Flag here because
Nick Bolton,
they only got one left.
if Nick Bolton had Anquan Bolton's hands, that would have been an interception. Here's a 3rd and 7.
Look at Joe.
Oh my goodness, how did he
Look at Joe Burrow. For an unathletic white boy made of complete fucking cookie dough, he can just move around. Does he got more than 20? Did he cover that prop bet? Did they have more than 20 yards rushing? Look into this for me, Bailey. Let's go to the stats.
Get him for sure, right? Yeah. Just that subtleness. He has that little sixth sense that just can feel and use your leverage against you, and he gets the first down and keeps the Bengals.
Look at that. I love heartbreak. I love the heartbreak in the eyes of a sports fan. Oh, back to back. That's a good shot. Sadness and happiness. The fucking Rorschach of sports right there. What do you see in this fan?
Nixon. Right into the heart of that defense.
Now the strategy comes into play because you have about 10 minutes left. You can probably get the clock. If you have a nice long drive here, you can get them to about 3 minutes left. But that's dangerous Patrick Mahomes comeback territory. You almost kind of want, if they could keep the ball for the rest of the fourth quarter, that would be magical for the Bengals right here.
He's such a weapon inside, and when you have safeties that are wide and going out there.
How do you beat the Chiefs? Well, we just keep the ball the whole game and hope for the best. That's how you beat the Chiefs. That's how you beat the Kansas City Chiefs. You take the ball and you run around in a circle so you can't play the game. Not the time to be conservative here, boys. Not the time. I love how I'm calling them boys. Does Burrow has 17 yards rushing, so he is 2.5 yards shy of that prop. Let's see what Mahomes has 11 yards rushing, so we got a nice little prop bet approach here. And that was the Super Boost prop bet that they were doing in Louisiana. It was a plus 19.5. It was that combined though? Maybe they fucking shattered it. If that was combined, some people in Louisiana made some money. Can unrust the cages of their fan boats with that kind of scratch.
Again, he's able to escape trouble.
Look at that.
First down.
He didn't fumble it. You big stupid. You can tell every time Joe Burrow falls, he's just like, is my knee okay? Is my knee okay? Oh, thank God. I'd retire, dude. His knee was fucked.
This is really impressive.
That's how much of a non-competitive athlete I am. The first time I get hurt, I'm just like, this ain't worth it. I'm done. I jam my finger.
As a face mask is not called. No quarterback drafted first overall has ever taken a team to a Super Bowl in their second year, in one of their first 2 years.
See, now they gotta make him better than Tom Brady in some way, because Tom Brady took a team to the Super Bowl in his second year, but now they have to add the caveat. They have to caveat it. What do we think of Brady retiring? We didn't talk about that so much during the stream, Bailey. What do you think about Thomas Brady going down? And are you looking forward to him being Trump's running mate in 2022? 2024. I keep thinking the World Cup and the election are the same thing.
Well, Tony, the only quarterback to beat Patrick Mahomes in the postseason
You start seeing too in these moments where the announcers had these pre-narratives where I think they were kind of expecting it to be a blowout here. So now you have Jim Nantz being like, "Oh, quick, I got to pull up some stats about Patrick Mahomes losing. I didn't prepare for this."
It's really been since that play at the end of the first half where they didn't get points. It just sits there. You're so upset with yourself and everything, but it's like no one's better than Patrick Mahomes at putting stuff behind him and going out here and just finishing a job. But right now,
Mahomes can't believe it. Can't believe it. He's got the face of like when he's been punished by his parents for the first time. But I didn't do anything, Mom.
First down at the 45.
Oh, false start.
Flags everywhere as they run it with Mixon for a couple.
That's a false start penalty. This is where the inexperience and the shittiness of the offensive line. Ooh, defense. Hell yeah.
They don't want to hear about offside penalties by
Steve Spagnuolo is going to fucking hit someone with his cane after this game.
By Paramount Plus.
I remember that.
Ford.
That's the only time someone lost.
They're not even giving it up for the camera. They're like, come on, guys, at least do a little wave for us.
The game was over. It was over.
This isn't just a game. This is a goddamn television production. Get into it, KC.
1st and 5 it gives him, Tony. So what do you do?
There's so much time left in this.
Reports are saying he didn't retire now. Okay. Expected to retire. Tom Brady set to be paid millions as retirement report looms. This is from Fox Business from 3 hours ago. Brady's retirement sparks confusion. Tom Brady may be retiring after 22 seasons in the NFL. He initially signed a 2-year contract before the start of the 2020 season. According to Sport Track, $15 million of Tom Brady's $20 million signing bonus from last March is set to be paid out February 4th. Seems like something a guy or a gal would want to have processed before making a life-changing career decision official. So I think they're just saying he's going to wait till he officially announces it so he can get that signing bonus. Because I think that was a part of this Tampa Bay move too, is in New England, he always made concessions for the team, always took pay cuts, never disclosed his contractual situation, really played ball in that sense financially. And I think part of the Tampa Bay move was like him being like, this is all for me. I'm getting paid. I want to pick the city I play in. And I want to pick the city I play in, and I want to make a shitload of money. So part of me thinks if this were 6 years ago, Tom Brady, he'd be like, no, keep the signing bonus. I want to retire. But Shark fucking getting paid Tom Brady is probably like, no, I'm going to wait till it's official. And I'm going to send out a hitman to kill the person who broke this story. And now I'm going to go home and smooch my son. That's all day at the Brady household.
30 yards.
Spags was talking about you look into that helmet when you guys show those tight shots of Burrow. He's got that killer look. He said the same as Tom Brady.
You're exactly right. Changing the play right here. He feels like they're coming after him.
1st and 15. Going down the sideline.
Look at that. 50-50 jump ball. Higgins should have been, the short guy was closer.
Matchup, I like where he's going with the ball.
Look at that neck tattoo.
Back shoulder.
Like a Cody, look, got a little Cody Rhodes thing happening there.
Draft a guy #1 overall, or just your quarterback in the first round in general. You want a guy that you really believe is going to put his team on his back and be the guy everyone believes in. You know, to win games like this. Burrow, those eyes.
Burrow's got that fucking excitedness in his eyes. It's fun to see where he's just like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe this is real.
Very killer.
2nd and 15.
Definitely seems like the kid that had the moment in his backyard where he's like, Joe Burrow, AFC Championship game. 7 minutes and 18 seconds left in the game.
Yards with 11 makes.
Well, if he comes in,
this cocky ass kicker coming out. Did you see McPherson told Joe Burrow in the AFC title game? So right before when they downed the ball, he came off and went to Joe Burrow and goes, "I guess we're going to the AFC title game." Dude, if he would have Scott Norwooded that, no one would have ever told that story. Only with a win do people disclose that that happened in the game.
he can't do it here, right? Burrow's already got 2 third downs, not on this one.
Third down out of the backfield.
Did they just concede for the field goal? Do you trust your defense that much?
That will call on McPherson from about 52, which was the winning distance against the Titans.
I mean, I get going for the field goal, but I feel like you try and go a little closer right there.
Shooter McPherson around the team.
Yeah, Jim, he's pretty special. He had an excellent regular season, but just been spectacular. 10 for 10 so far in the playoffs.
Is that fucking Jay Feely on the sideline? Is Jay Feely CBS's attractive female sideline reporter?
For the lead now with 6 minutes and 12 seconds remaining. 52 yards away.
Noonan.
52 again. This kick.
It's good. Snuck in.
You didn't have any scars coming in.
By the skin of the pig, that went in.
Big time kick. That's what you got to do to send your team to the possible Super Bowl.
21 unanswered, and the lead for the Bengals.
Man, he's just like, we don't deserve this. He's got that's the look of like, we're happy to be here. That's we're happy to be here reactions. I do kind of want the Bengals and 49ers to play each other in the Super Bowl. Sorry, Bailey. I do want the side rooting for the Rams, but it would be cool if we had a third Bengals versus 49ers Super Bowl, because they played each other in 1980, played each other in 1988, and then this could, I don't know if 3 teams have ever played each other 3 times in the Super Bowl. Maybe the Steelers and the Cowboys, but I think that's it.
Walter, he's a civil servant!
Yeah, the Bengals definitely seem like they're leaving everything out on the field here. You know, they take 2 weeks off between the Super Bowl, but this could be their shot. They could be shooting their shot right now.
Hey, Walter, let's get this man some hot cocoa.
Oh, that sounds great. Find new friends, find new roads. Chevrolet.
What if your resume was more than a resume?
So Tom Brady's not retired. Another commercial break. I'm going to take another bowl pop here. I'll be back in another minute.
Hunt Trophy for the AFC champion. It's coming up on the State Farm post-game show. Quick toss. Hartman slides away from one hit. Has a gain of 4. Hubbard brings him down.
Joe Burrow sitting there right now, your whole life, you get a chance to go to the Super Bowl, a dream, but right there, that guy, you see those eyes we looked at before? These are pretty strong eyes too, Jim. That's the guy you're standing right there, you got to go through. He's going to have something to say about this before it's over.
His eyes aren't believing though what he's been seeing in this second half as Kelsey has the catch. Apple on him quickly.
Weirdly, these are kind of stuff where it's almost like you just don't realize it, but there's a chance Burrow never touches the ball again. Obviously, they can get 3 plays here and get the ball back, but there's a really good chance that this quarterback can take this team down and almost end this game under 30 seconds.
Tyreek Hill does not have a catch in this second half. He's in the slot to the left. 1 first down. Kelsey.
All right.
Spin around move. And it gives him an extra couple of yards.
Coming down to the wire here. Coming down to the end of the game in the stream. I think we're going to end the stream after this game, and I might go live again for the presentation of the NFC trophy. Do a little wrap up. But that would be insane. That would be like a 6-hour stream if I just kept going. It'd be impressive, but I don't know if I could do that without a co-host of some kind.
30 seconds to a minute that I would start to get more aggressive. If you're going to give up a touchdown.
That's McKinnon. Picks up 1.
I believe right here, it's really smart. Kansas City, you know, you get the big play, you get it. But what they're playing, you're going to keep underneath, run the ball. You could take this all the way down.
Man, fucking Romo telling the Chiefs to bitch out here. You don't want to play like cowards here. I know you want to go fucking take it by the throat and win the game, but I don't know.
I'm getting really aggressive on certain down and distance. It's like you're not going to give up a touchdown per se, but you got to be aggressive at least to get the ball back to your.
Andy Reid's a mad walrus right now. That does have to be frustrating to know that you're like a fucking technical wizard, but your wizardry is not working. My tricks aren't working.
I don't know if I would do it here. I was thinking more on the next one.
Oh, too fucking easy. Like I said, they were pretending to be bad. Now the Chiefs will become the Chiefs.
Good for 18.
Huh? Yeah, they got bored. It's not fun for them to win 48-3. So they're like, let's lose for a little bit, and then we'll become regular.
No chance. Oh, just to play a soft zone.
You soft zone pussies. Can't play a soft zone. You need a hard, firm zone.
Mahomes, 4 for 4 on this drive. He hands it off to Hardman.
See, now the dick kicks. This is where if you would have kicked them in their dicks, they'd still be on the sidelines with bruised testicles.
How about this? Over 12 minutes to go in the game, and when Burrow walked out there, if I told you Burrow's going to get 1 shot, Mahomes is going to get 1 shot, here it is. This is the drive, and this is the drive. You just didn't feel like that when he was out there with 12, 13 minutes to go. But here it is, right there, shaping up that way.
Hendrickson is not on the field for this snap, nor the last one. The man who provides the most pressure in the
That's why I'm saying they should have kept the ball for the entirety of the fourth quarter.
2nd and 1, McKinnon. He stutter-stepped and waited for it to open up. And he's down to the 15-yard line.
The Bengals are like, what? We're playing our best. What's going on? They don't know what's going on. They're like in a sim. This is when you realize that life is a simulation and that the creator has programmed the Chiefs to win always.
This guy's got those. Mahomes is like, I can keep up with you for a little bit, but not anymore. McKinnon gets going, and that was actually, I would have taken a timeout if I was Cincinnati here. This is, I'd go to 2 minutes, I wouldn't snap the ball if I'm Kansas City.
Yeah, they don't have to. A split second, they could take it all the way down. Mahomes, no doubt, wise to that.
Just try and draw him offside.
Tony, after last week's 4 games, the football gods were going to even this up, right? There was not going to be any more close games.
No, this one's not close. Mahomes, Super Bowl. Oh.
You're watching the AFC Championship game.
I gotta say though, even if the Bengals lose, this is a win for them. I think everyone had them getting blown out 52-3. So this is good for them. This could either be, though, the moment where you build for the future, or you could do what the Jacksonville Jaguars did and almost beat the Patriots in the AFC title game and then immediately blow up the entire team and downward spiral into one of the worst stretches of football I think any human being has ever seen. Feel so bad for the Jaguar fans. It's good that they got Leftwich and their guy Adrian Wilson though. So let's break down some of the. Let's end with the coaching hires here. We got so the Bears got their staff rounded out. We got all Getsy and their assistant GM. Raiders have hired Josh McDaniels. The Broncos have Hackett. The Packers staff is dwindling, which I think is an ever more present sign that Aaron Rodgers is on his way out of Green Bay, because everyone he liked there is gone. Because I still don't think him and Matt LaFleur get along. That was the big storyline of when Matt LaFleur first got hired, is that him and Rodgers were on an uneven keel. And then I think the offensive staff around Matt LaFleur kind of took Rodgers under their wing to separate the two. So that might be ending, and it's looking more likely that with Nathaniel Hackett being the head coach of the Denver Broncos, that Aaron Rodgers is following suit. Mile High City, him and Shailene Woodley, close to the West Coast. That mile high mud they can eat to stave off the COVID. They got Mariucci out for a commercial, huh? Oh, is he writing about, is this a gambling commercial? Yeah. These are going to be my favorite fucking commercials because gambling is legal now, so they have to tell people not to be psychopaths. Stick to your game plan. Always bet responsibly. And make sure you're not drunk on the way to the off-track betting.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Verizon, the official 5G network of the NFL. And by Best Buy. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go for the AFC Championship.
I got a timer for the oven. It's 8 minutes and 50 seconds. Let's see if these 2 minutes last less than that 8 minutes. That's the double-edged sword of these late games, is this 2 minutes could take 40 goddamn minutes.
A lot of those things, but is it the Bengals' day, or is Mahomes just too good?
Here he's looking.
He's running. They got him out at least a little bit. They're stopping that clock, though. Mahomes playing smart ball.
Again, they have been blanked in the second half after only managing a field goal.
I love that little push. He had to touch him. There has to be some physical contact. This is football.
He picked up 4 on that run.
Joe Burrow's on the Gatorade cooler. That's when you know he's fucking just in his head. He's not even sitting on the right fucking piece of furniture. Joe, the bench is empty. He's just like, shut the fuck up.
I think they're going to at least have a field goal.
2nd and 6.
Oh, man, he's just bobbing out. Any other quarterback would have been sacked 3 times already.
Look at all these moves back to the
He tried to whack that football out of his hands. That was almost fucking assault. See, you go for the ball, but you whack his genitals. Hey, probably fucking just the war of sport. Yeah, he had blood. Oh no, that might be some sort of chalk from the football, from the field. Might be like. Oh yeah. Is that blood? Yeah, look at him. He looks roughed up. He's in pain. Romo's like, oh, he's coughing up blood onto his uniform. That could be several things, Jim. First down.
To Kelsey, and the spot's going to be good enough for the first.
Got to take a timeout. This is exactly the worst case scenario for the Bengals. This is why I thought
this is going to be slow and torturous. The Chiefs are definitely going to win the game, and they're going to take a long time to do it.
Timeout left, and if you're the Chiefs, you can.
Oh man, overtime. We could have overtime.
Post-game show coming up. JP, all the crew on hand here in Kansas City. And they'll be talking about this one and all of these crucial snaps to come, plus the presentation of the
Joe Burrow is losing as he's just like, I don't believe in God anymore. This is bullshit.
Game show. Now we're starting to look like the end of the first.
He does look like he's about to cry. He looks like he's just like, I'm used to losing, but not like this.
What's happening? I mean, these playoff games, how close these games are all, getting at the end. This is a testament to the NFL, the league, and the quarterbacks in this league, and the talent level of these young players. There's so much depth at that position that it's hard to kind of separate because these guys are so good to get their team back in it. I think you're in for an incredible run over this next 5-10 years of these quarterbacks. And
why don't you go down on the field and tell that to Joe? Why are you encouraging us? Fucking go encourage Joe Burrow. He's the one about to cry tone.
The 11th play of this drive, and it's 1st and goal.
Oh, stuff him. You need a turnover right here. Punch that ball. Punch his scrotum. Again, you could be punching people in their testicles.
There's a scenario that comes up that says let him score, right?
If this Bengals lose this game, I'm going to chalk it up to a lack of ball shots.
Kansas City, Cincinnati's out of timeouts.
Man.
Kansas City has a scenario that says down it at the 1, go down. Now this is that rare situation where it's right in between.
It's a nice head of dreads right there. It's got the 2 rat tail long ones in the back. I like that.
My thought is there's a time where it's like
these privileged ass Chief fans just expecting victory.
20 seconds, you'd rather get it under 2.
Dude, Andy Reid is fucking furious.
I hate to say it, I might go one more play and get it down to the inch-yard line and have your running back just go down, and if it gets in accidentally, okay. But it's very risky.
What about the strategy from Cincinnati's standpoint?
Yeah, whose blood is on the uniform? It might be some red from the Chief logo in the end zone.
You're like, we just want one more crack at it because this is our best play.
2nd and goal.
Or the Chief logo at midfield. It could be red paint from the logo. Sack his ass.
He's in trouble, and he's tripped up back at
Did they separate his ACL? Did they rip his ACL in half? That would be beneficial.
Really smart.
Every time someone tackles Mahomes, they're like, did I break his leg? Did I break his leg? God damn it.
Here, there's so many scenarios right here. It's like they're trying to score. You got to score. But I don't love taking the sack there.
You got a 3rd and goal at the 9 now.
Well, the percentages are on any defense out there. This is a really low percentage from the 9 when they know. But he's going to motion them back in.
Yeah, they do suck as fans. From what I gathered in Kansas City, it's all about just wearing sweaters. Like, they wear their Chiefs gear, but they seem like they don't have any, like, there's no real passion. They're just happy that they're winners. Like, even Massey said, I was out there with Todd Massey, and he was just like, yeah, when your football team's good, it hypes everybody up. Like, it's that fake, we're good now type of shit. Like, when the Chiefs had Elvis Gerback and shit, they weren't all loud and proud then.
Then Mahomes was on the other side of him, and there was a minute 30 to go. And you had 2nd down.
Yep. We're going to go to overtime, which means I'm going to take a break and then do more streaming.
How you are on defense, but we're at this point now. So obviously they need to score.
Dude, if the Bengals block this field goal, that'll be some shit right there.
Your season ends right here, Kansas City.
Yeah, they could also just run this in.
So you have to be smart with the ball. And Mahomes.
What's that? Yeah, he's getting ready just in case, but they could. I mean, this is like 2 yards for the Chiefs. 1st and 10, empty set. We got an 11 personnel here. Oh, doing a bit of an audible. Now they're in the offset eye. McKinnon to Mahomes' left. All the time in the fucking world. Look at that. Lineman just made that fucking 91 his bitch. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, man. That was fucking huge because now it's like a 45-yard field goal.
Make a longer field goal. A loss of 17 to tie it.
This is an unbelievable job.
Joe Burrow's like, don't let him know you're crying. Be a man.
He's a spy just in case he goes, but he comes flying in and doesn't get
Let's tease this camera angle for a little bit. We'll probably get pulled if we do this for a long time. This is too much of the screen being shared.
How about how this suddenly became a much longer ask of Harrison Butker? You've taken him back to the 26. Going to be a 44-yard.
Here it is for the tie. 3 seconds left.
at the end of regulation to send it to overtime.
I mean,
Can he do it?
this should be an easy field goal, just at the distance. They're like 50 yards. When I was a kid, a 50-yard field goal was fucking eternity. That was almost a nothing chance that happens. But now we got, what, like a 47-yard field goal? That's like a chip shot now for these fucking robot-legged former soccer players.
Well, now, Butker to keep their season alive, to give us back-to-back overtime games in Arrowhead.
Tougher than inside the 10, right?
A miss, and it's Cincy.
Here we go, lining up for the kick. I'm going to give you a better view.
Butker, can he do it again? Can he tie
Kick is up, and it's perfectly through. Got ourselves some free football here, boys.
One crack at it at the end. Over 12 minutes, 13 minutes, and you both go down and kick a field goal. What else is new? Let's go to...
Ooh, just 4 seconds left. The Tlayuda's ready. All right, we're going to take a break here. We're going to overtime. I'm going to take this food out of the oven, puff on a quick bowl. We'll be back.
What a fearless kick by Butker. They didn't even watch it.
It got a lot tougher, too. I mean, they just gave up 20 yards, 30 yards right there in the last 2 plays.
The Chiefs' only points of the second half come with no time left on the clock. And now you can look at the overtime rules. You know, folks, we've all been down this road all week long. It's gotten so much discussion about the postseason overtime rules. And I will tell you this, after a first possession, walk-off touchdown last week by the Chiefs, when they won the toss, there have been 11 such postseason overtimes since the rules were changed.
Gentlemen.
Let's listen in.
We'll continue to play. We are going to start a new game. Both teams will have 3 timeouts. Both teams will have an opportunity to possess the ball unless the first team scores a touchdown or there's a defensive score. All replays are upstairs. Any questions? Cincinnati, you are still the visitors. What is your call? Head. He called head. It is tails. Kansas City, what do you see first?
Why does everybody just assume Mahomes has already scored here? Wow.
For the second straight week, the visiting team makes the wrong call on the coin flip. Kansas City will receive in a moment.
I don't feel safe here.
Oh, I like this.
Death on the Nile, rated PG-13.
What drove us to create the most rugged Honda vehicles yet? It's the courage to challenge convention, the will to succeed, and the joy of conquering the toughest trails. Rise to the challenge with the Honda Pilot and all-new Passport Trail Sport.
That's the stuff. No, really. Those are the actual ingredients. Tostitos. Get to the good stuff.
Medusa lived with a hideous curse. Ugh.
Hey.
I mean, the whole turning people to stone thing was a bit of a buzzkill, right? So she ordered sunglasses with Prime, 1-day delivery.
Hmm? It's good.
She's actually hilarious. Ugh, as if.
Mute out my weed cough.
Well, he was asking for it. Prime changes everything.
Amazon Prime is Medusa. It turns you to stone.
Put a great rate on my insurance, man.
Wait, I said Byron got the pageant price? Thought that was our thing.
Thanks for the killer rate, Jake.
Shreddy Betty got it too?
Patrick, State Farm offers rates that fit anyone's budget. Even when a man...
Whoever scores a touchdown first wins. If the Chiefs get a field goal, then the Cincinnati gets a chance to score again. But the first touchdown wins. Yes.
Reactions from quarterbacks on a coin.
No, I think if this game goes the way of just the Chiefs winning in 2 seconds again, I think they will change the overtime rules. Because I do think it's bullshit. They need to make it more like college, where in college you have, even if they score a touchdown, in college you get a chance to respond.
Yeah,
with 7 of them being first possession touchdown wins.
You're exactly right. That's too extreme. And that, to me, it's because you got the top quarterbacks are playing in the postseason, and that's just an advantage. But Cincinnati's only given up 3.5 points of football in 2 halves of football against the Chiefs. The last second half in Week 17, and then here tonight.
They love that fucking portrait mode on the camera.
And no team, you saw, that's a good one. No team has ever won in the postseason back-to-back overtime games.
24-24, Mahomes. This is what he's made. This is his fucking moment here. That also could have been, like, it was way overthrown and he pushed Robinson. That's not a smart move. They'll throw that fucking, they're happy as fuck with that pass interference.
Have to throw over, so right when he's about to throw it.
Oh, that's the fray-haired guy. Now he's not as free. Looks like he got a haircut in between halves. Yeah, you don't think Bailey don't think they're gonna change the rules? Yeah, I mean it might have to cost someone a game, like someone super. It'll have to happen to Patrick Mahomes. If Buffalo beat the Chiefs instead of the reverse, then they would have changed it, because then they're like, oh, our golden boy didn't have a chance to come back. Oh my god. Oh my god, that would have been insane. The Bengals almost intercepted it for a pick six. That would have been a fucking game-ending touchdown.
It should be over. Apple sends the Bengals to the Super Bowl. You should have just said, right?
You're a fucking loser, Apple. Fucking Romo getting personal out there.
You'll never have
I could have caught that.
your walk-off touchdown.
He's excited about it, though.
Bengals. Oh, Eli really wants them to get a stop on this.
Eli Apple sounds like a legend. Old Eli Apple came running down the stream.
A chance at a pick in the next play. Montana beat him with a touchdown pass to Taylor. And now they go deep down the field. And it is
They picked it.
on the rebound by Bell. On Bell.
Oh, he fucking clotheslined him. He Okada clotheslined him. What a fucking game. What an overtime, James. What a live stream.
Third straight game in the playoffs where they come up with a crucial pick.
They're not the underdogs
Fucking crucial.
this season. Wow.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes is just like, oh man, I think they're really good.
In the playoffs, you can see why right there.
Look at Jesse Bates.
It is going to be an interesting offseason, though, because you have the emergence of Joe Burrow. I mean, the Ravens still have Lamar Jackson. Justin Herbert is not going anywhere anytime soon. The Broncos got an offensive-minded coach. I mean, there's several teams that are coming for the Kansas City Chiefs.
You probably need just inside of 20 yards.
I hope the Rams game is this good.
Cincinnati.
Good. I kind of felt bad for picking this game instead of the Rams game, but this ended up being exciting. Rams is the more marquee game, but this could be the better game.
First down throw. And that's Higgins. There's Mixon.
Now, I think per the rules, Larry, that now the Bengals can win on a field goal. That only the opening drive could be a winning touchdown. Or like, so I think the Bengals can now win on a field goal.
At the end of last week's game, he walked out and he goes, I can't believe we're going to the AFC Championship game. He hadn't kicked the field goal.
They said it to Brandon Allen to hold it. Hey, can't believe we're going to the AFC Championship.
Also, Bailey, I think I'm going to try and do this frame some more too, so you could see more. But I'm not going to do it for long because I don't know how this could be a very tricky copyright situation. In between plays, I'm going to block this back up. But when the plays happen, I will switch the window to so you could see what's going down. What's that?
The banner just hit next.
Yep. Next score wins the game.
Yeah, it's 60 from here. First down.
Burrow, they're taking it conservative here. I kind of like that because they know McPherson's got the fucking bootleg, the cannon leg, so, you know, they only need a field goal.
He beat him once this year.
I love the lineup. It's up there with taking grass and throwing it in the air to see where the direction of the wind is. That's where technology's kind of ruined fun shit in the game, like the old, like, licking your finger and putting it in the air. Now he can probably just pull his iPhone out of his fucking long sock and see where the wind's blowing.
To chase quickly and hit a home run. Get the ball in his hands fast.
2nd and 8. Looking down.
Got it.
It is pulled down. Great grab.
First down, Chiefs. I keep calling them Chiefs. First down, Bengals. Bang dogs. The Bengals, as fucking hillbillies down south say. Cincinnati Bengals? That's not how you say it, Phil Simms.
He goes to Higgins, which I think.
You think Big Papa Phil Simms smokes weed too? I mean, Chris Simms does. He had to learn it from somewhere. Phil was kind of like the dumb Bradshaw of his era.
Definitely now in McPherson range.
Is Tony Romo erasing something next to the microphone?
I would actually be safe at this point.
Sounded like he was going. Which begs the question: does Tony Romo write in pencil? Man, Chiefs fans, it's setting in. It's setting into Andy Reid. It's setting into Patrick Mahomes. We're not invincible.
They're not underdogs. They're in the driver's seat. I mean, maybe the Bills were last week too, but this is the.
Fuck around and find out.
Yeah. As we say in this household, at halftime, the Bengals chose violence.
Super Bowl. Beat the number 1.
That was their halftime talk. The coach was like, guys, we're not being violent. We should choose violence here. We got Burrow. Handoff. Oh. Look at Joe Mixon. I mean, this game is fucking over.
The Bengals are going to the Super Bowl, Jim. They came in.
The offensive line was just like, I can't fucking believe this. We shouldn't be here.
Burst.
Statistically, we are not the best team in the AFC.
As they'll tell you in Cincinnati around that locker room.
Like, we might as well.
Yeah.
We might as well.
Oh, look at that. Cry, you little bitch.
Ripping off some big runs here. Timeout. Kansas City.
Well, this is where ball security, but just down it. Ooh, Andy Reid. This is genius. I think he's going to challenge.
30-second timeout.
What's he challenging?
Challenge, but I don't know if he can. In illegal formation, he can't do that.
Well, challenges Gene's territory have to come upstairs.
Yeah. Most definitely, Jim.
He's asking though. I could tell.
Andy Reid is sitting on a rock and he's begging for a fish. He's going to do a trick for a fish, Jim. He's just trying to pull his tricks out. He's going to his bag of wizardry. Why aren't my tricks working? Yeah, that's desperation there out of Andy. Just like he probably pulled the ref over and is like, is there any way I can change the outcome of what's about to happen? No? All right. See, Andy Reid, he's regretting he could have had his players kick people in their dick too. No dick shots across the board.
I'd take the back. You can have 8 guys in the line. They just got to be legal there, and someone has covered someone out.
Jay Feely, if you were in this position.
Travis Kelce looks like fucking Fezco from fucking Euphoria. He's just like, I don't mind. He does fucking code switch too, Kelce. All the big good tight ends talk like black people.
Hey, Gene, clarify the 8.
Because a lot of them were basketball players, and they code switch.
First and 10. Right up the middle. And holding with 2 hands, cradling it down to the 10.
Cradling it down. Just making sure they don't do anything fucking stupid are the Cincinnati Bengals. This game is literally on a platter for them. Fezco's thinking about fucking Nate and how he wants to beat him up. McPherson's out there just being like, maybe, just maybe, I'll get to be the hero.
What if he busted up?
Well, they might just score a touchdown. If he fucks this up, that'll be fucking legendary. That'll be fucking legendary. Look at Andy Reid. He's out there going, or. Hey, Patrick, or. Hike the ball, delay a game.
Got that away in time, the snap.
I swear that would have been, these delay of games are always wire to wire. And I swear they will add a millisecond for if you're a known quarterback. Like next season, Burrow will be able to hike the ball on 0. When you can hike on 0, that's when you're a true superstar in the NFL.
You guys drop a snap in the playoffs before. tricky situations. That's why you kick it.
I thought you were talking from the line of scrimmage on a regular play. I know you're talking special teams.
No.
Here it is.
This is why you kick it on third down, though.
The finale.
All right, do it again.
Here we go. This could be a sentence that a month ago would sound incomprehensible.
For the win, McPherson to send the Bengals to the bowl.
Cincinnati is heading to the Super Bowl. He called it again, I'm sure.
Joe fucking Burrow. What a game.
We're going to the Super Bowl. And they did it. They beat Mahomes at home.
Patrick Mahomes is like, whatever, my wife's hot.
Only 2 quarterbacks.
I think it's quick for teams. Like, I know as fans, you want to believe that, like, oh, they're just as heartbroken as us. But I feel like in about 5 minutes, the Chiefs will be like, okay, whatever.
Oh no, this guy looks like he might never not hit.
Old Fezco, Travis Kelce.
Looks like he will never recover.
Yeah.
This was just dead center.
Rifled it through. I mean, you got to make that field goal. I mean, this shouldn't even be a debate. That was such a chip shot.
Takes the AFC.
I will never financially recover from this. Patrick Mahomes is mad, but then he's going to go home and be like, oh, yeah, I've signed a $500 million contract. I'm good.
Way through the second quarter, you never would have imagined it.
Now you have that repercussion, too. I think this might be one of the first seasons where you got a year that I think you're entering Patrick Mahomes' like contract extension. So he's worth $57 billion next year.
That's it. Look at Brian Callahan and the coaching staff. You're not underdogs.
It was a good stream.
You've arrived and you're here.
They're so very happy. But yeah, that was it. I'm going to give James and the listeners 10 minutes to get ready for the fucking NFC title game. Thanks for joining us. We're going to do this more. I might be back later tonight to cover the end of the Rams game. But in the meantime, enjoy football, enjoy life, and we'll see you whenever we see you.
Down 21-3 on the road could pull this off today.
They did it before, but I didn't think they could do it at Arrowhead. I mean, things had to go the way, but they had to play great. Oh, what a job. I mean, enjoyed it this year, bud.
Unbelievable. How about these playoff games?
Let's send it.